is the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, August 15th, 2024, and we are coming to you live. How's everybody doing today?
Good.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, man. I didn't want to wake up today.
No.
That's so weird because I was driving here thinking, man, getting up early really sucks ass.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not a day that goes by where I remember Brad Harden, my old boss, used to say, once your feet touch the floor, it changes everything. And I go, no. I go, no. I sometimes I get in the shower and my feet are on the floor for 5 minutes and I still can't move. And I go, nope, I still don't like this.
Yeah.
I don't like it at all.
I'm dragging this morning for some reason. I don't know why.
Like, we were such dicks when we did afternoons because all we did was complain about how much music we had to play and blah, blah, blah. And basically they paid us to just sit there and be funny for,
3 minutes.
maybe 3 minutes an hour.
That sounds wonderful to
It
me.
was wonderful. What were we thinking? What were we thinking? We're so dumb.
You sleep in, you can go out late, do stuff.
Dude,
It
that
sounds
was
great.
That was the best part was that I had young kids. So after the show, they were like, we're in bed already. And I'd go, all right, well, I'm going to go to Ybor City and go to the James Joyce pub and eat lobsters in Spanish.
Yeah.
Those were the good old days.
Those were some fun times, man.
Yeah. So, and then I'd get home at 2 o'clock in the morning and it didn't matter because I got to sleep till I wanted to get up. There was one time, though, it did bite me in the ass a couple of times because I had to take Joey to it wasn't daycare. It was like school. It was like pre-K and K. And sometimes I would wake up at like 11 o'clock and just take him there on the way to work. I'd drop him off and they're like, this isn't a daycare, sir. You can't just drop him off. I'm like, oh, I can't leave him home. I got to go to work. I don't know what you want from me. Just take him. At Montessori school is the worst thing we ever did to Joey. And it's so funny because Wells sent his kid to Montessori school and he was like, it was the worst. It set him back. And then I did it and I was like, what does he know? And then I'm like, it's the worst. It set him back. I don't like it.
My son almost went there. We opted, like at the last second, we changed our minds.
I hated the people that worked there. There were a couple of really good ones, but most part they were just. It was the best part was if you don't know, they put you in. There's like no grades, like first grade, second grade. You're in there with kids that would be the equivalent of like third graders when you're in first grade.
Yeah.
But
they were like smaller classes and more direct interaction with teachers. And,
the idea of it is great.
Yeah.
But if it's not done right, if it's done in Land O'Lakes, it may not be right. So Joey, I remember there was this Indian kid who, God, I wish I could remember that kid's name, who kept threatening Joey, like physically threatened him. And Joey was little and he was like the sweetest little kid, and he didn't know. And I remember telling him, if that kid bothers you again, you pick up one of those little chairs and you hit him with it. And he's like, yeah. I go, yeah. And man is like, are you a psychopath? I go, yeah, you don't want the Indian kid picking on him right out of the
He's
gate.
like 5.
Yeah. And then I don't know. I didn't like that whole deal.
I drove by the car line twice beforehand. I'm like, no, I'm not going to sit in that ever. So he can walk home if we decide to put him there because I'm not going to sit in that car line.
The car line's pretty awful.
Yeah, I'm like, forget about it, and that's why we didn't send him there.
We went into the school one time and they said, Joey, he's doing good, but he might, this, that, and the other thing, and I was like, oh man, I feel it bubbling in the Jersey Jew next to me. He's bubbling. All of a sudden, therapist came out of her and she was like, let me explain to you. And I went, oh, here we go.
Man.
I looked at her and I was like, let's do it right here on the counter. Just smart Amanda makes me all fired up.
I asked my son if he missed that school went back this week, and he didn't. He goes, no, it just feels like summer vacation hasn't stopped.
What's he doing? Because my son's been very productive.
Yeah, right now he's just been hanging out. He's been working with junk jockeys a little bit.
I mean, very productive in his room until 1 o'clock every day.
Yeah, I know.
I looked at him and I go, hey boy, you need to go get a job. I told him that Cox Media Group was hiring to do promotions. And he said, well, what do I have to do? I go, well, you'd go there and you'd drive the van and you'd take it and you'd set up the tents or whatever. And then when it's over, you break it down, you bring it back, and this, that, and the other thing. And then he looked at me, I looked at him, I go, yeah, it's the worst job ever. I wouldn't do that. Yeah. I wouldn't take it either. And he's like, okay, good, thanks. Like, I go, how about running the board? No, you don't want to do that either.
Nah.
I don't know. He doesn't seem like this interested in him in any way. Maybe the vibe would be more his speed. You can
Maybe
burn one with Dizzy in the stairway, and then just go sit there and listen to smooth music, whatever they play over there.
He'd end up managing half the people that are on the vibe, though.
That might be true too. Yeah. Question.
Yes.
Did you, for any reason, take any Cool Whip out of my refrigerator?
Oh boy,
No,
here we go.
I did not.
All right.
Help yourself.
Joe?
Nope. I absolutely did not. Michael, I do not like Cool Whip.
Same.
Who doesn't like Cool Whip?
Right?
Yeah,
That
I
sounds
do.
like a lie to me.
I do not.
Exactly. A little
Likely
5-finger
answer.
discount, rubbing it on each other,
They'll never
licking
know.
it
True.
off.
All right, okay. First of all, Cameron, I told you that in confidence what
Oh,
Joe and I
sorry.
do with our Cool Whip. Okay,
They'll
we
never
don't
know.
Yeah, we don't eat it. So
I knew it.
no, seriously, I did not take. I did take half and half, and but I did not take.
Well,
Cool
here's
Whip.
the thing. It wouldn't matter either way if you did. But just like the half and half, my wife said, "Did you see the Cool Whip?" And I go, "No, I haven't touched a Cool Whip." And she's like looking all over, takes her refrigerator apart. It's gone. She comes in and looks at me and she goes, It's gone. And I go, "Okay, I don't know what you want from me." And she's like, "I mean, but what just happens? How does a Cool Whip disappear?" I go, "I don't know. Are you accusing Spanish of taking the Cool Whip now? Since he has a proclivity for other dairy products?" And she and I, and then I was going to ask you last night, and I was like, you know what, save it for the air.
Oh,
Because if
man.
I would have asked you today and you said, "Oh, yeah, we used the Cool Whip," I went, "What world are we living in?"
But think about this. You have a son who just graduated, who's staying up and sleeping until 1.
Hates Cool Whip. Hates Cool Whip.
Daughter,
The girl- does
dogs, friends.
Does the girls he hang out with hate
Yeah.
Cool Whip?
Hey, remember
What's
the
up?
old whipped cream bikini and varsity blues?
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Do a little Cool Whip trick.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I don't know if they're using sugar-free whipped cream for that, but yeah.
That's a good
Hey,
stuff.
listen, the
That's
kids
all you
today.
got. That's all you got.
Used to be rum chata.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Not anymore.
The old days, Joe.
Yeah.
Uh,
A lot of the kids are sugar free these days.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Carmen, what's the sexiest thing you ever did for a guy?
I've told you guys this story before.
The
Tell us
face,
again,
the
but do
goofy
it slow.
face.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
no,
No.
besides that.
No,
The peanut butter.
yeah.
The peanut butter.
The peanut butter.
Not for the dogs, for the
Peanut
for the
Yeah,
for a guy.
I know. Yeah. The first time I blah, 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 blah. Me and my friend were a little worried that it was going to be salty per her cousin's advice or something. I
What
don't
was
really
his
know what
name?
you call it. No.
Uh-huh.
So her and I were like, well, we don't want to be the only slut, so we'll do it together. And then
that
we
guy's
didn't want
lucky.
it, and then we didn't want it to be salty, so they didn't have anything else but peanut butter. They didn't have sugar-free Cool Whip in their refrigerator.
Do you know that this guy, every time he smells peanut butter, he thinks back to the greatest day of his life?
Yeah.
Yep.
He's like, "This is the greatest," and all his friends are like, "That never happened." I swear to God, it was 2 of them.
Peanut butter.
Oh, everyone knows. Oh. Yeah, we were called Peanut and Butter.
Yes.
And butter.
Which one were you, butter?
I was Peanut. Thank you
you
very
were.
much. Yeah, I was Peanut. She was Butter.
Wow.
And then and that was in 8th grade. And then after everyone found out, then the high schoolers kept coming by. and
Excuse me, you just said in 8th grade. I want to throw up for a second.
Yeah.
I
I was going to
was-
say, by the way, 8th grade, and that was, however many years ago and stuff.
Right,
So now
right.
it's like 6th grade.
Oh,
man.
But also, Mike, you said you lost your virginity at that. I was 14.
I was
Just-
going into 14.
Right, but you said you had sex when you were 14.
Yeah, the most awkward, ridiculous
Right.
sex.
Oh, how
So-
do guys not just bring you jars of peanut butter all the time?
Yeah.
Well, so after that happened, all the everyone found out about it. Obviously, small town, loud mouths, and then the high school girls kept driving by and calling me a slut and a whore and this and that. But the other
Peanut
girl,
slut.
but the other girl who did it, because it was her cousin.
You mean butter? Wait,
Yeah, but-
you did it to her cousin?
No,
Oh.
we didn't do it. But it was her cousin who was being mean to me.
Oh.
And she was the one who told us to use something. And then and then basically got all the girls to be mean to me and call me a slut and a whore, even though her cousin did it with me.
But nobody said anything to butter?
No.
Just peanut.
Yeah, just Peanut. Just me. And then I got,
Was there ever a jelly involved, or?
No jelly. That's
Oh, man,
too,
that would have been the that guy.
too messy,
No, but there
Gio.
was some jam.
Some strawberry preserves?
And then the foreign girl marmalade.
Hey, I don't know what you look like then. Was it chunky peanut butter?
Oh,
Sorry.
Yeah,
I was about to say butter probably wasn't as good looking. Carmen was, cute, little blonde and
Yeah.
stuff.
Little
whatever.
peanut.
We,
Yeah.
we looked very similar.
Oh.
We were
Oh.
both cute
Good for
little
that
blondes.
guy.
Yeah, was that guy really super
Jeez.
good looking? Was it Jason Momoa?
No, it was not. Listen, from a small town, we don't have a lot to pick from. But back then,
God.
he Well, good.
Do you grab like a butter knife and spread stuff? Or like, how does that work?
No, we used our hand.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got to do that first.
How much did you smear on it? I mean, was it like a
No,
lot?
I thought they put it in like tobacco.
No,
Oh.
we put it on. We smeared. We used our hand.
I thought it was like the
A palate
salt
cleanser?
after salt after
Yeah.
tequila.
Yeah, no.
I thought you just get a little pouch in your lip like tobacco.
No, we just used our hands.
I thought you were doing it like Tisa before Tisa.
Wow.
All right.
That is something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, no wonder why your dad hates you.
My dad doesn't hate me. My dad
David's
loves me.
so proud.
I'm the favorite.
Hola,
by the way.
Peanut.
He doesn't know that story.
Hang
So
on, my
let's,
peanut.
let's keep that one under wraps.
I thought the whole
please.
town knew.
I mean,
This
there's
whole town knows.
I was gonna say there's a lot of things that your kids do that you don't know. It's like that. Like the kids know. But
Let's keep it that way.
I'm never keeping it. I'm never buying peanut butter in my house ever.
Yeah, I can't wait for your daughter to grab the peanut butter and you slap it out of her hand.
What happened? You're going to be a whore.
No more peanut butter.
I don't want people calling you peanut for the rest of your life.
So there was a girl, Wendy, who was a grade older than me, and she was supposedly pleasuring herself with frozen for some reason hot dogs.
Oh.
And everybody would call her the hot dog girl, but she was real quiet. Nobody really talked to her. One of them broke off. Mm-hmm. So that was the story.
fake story.
Right. So I was talking. She lived across the street from my girlfriend at the time, and we'd talk about it. And I finally looked at my girlfriend and I was like, "Fake story." I'm like, "That doesn't happen." I'm like, and it's her that everybody says the girl that doesn't talk to anybody and she's quiet. I'm like, and she goes one day. She goes, "I'm going to talk to her." So she sat next to her on the bus. It was true. And she told her, and she goes, "Yeah, it was embarrassing." And blah, blah, blah. And I went, "Oh, okay."
wow.
But how does other people find out?
Yeah.
Because she had to go to the doctor because it broke.
Okay.
And that was the story. And I guess you tell one kid about peanut and butter, and they tell everybody.
Yeah, but who is she telling? The doctor's not spreading the rumor.
The mother might have
Yeah.
told another mother. I mean, the parents might have been in counseling at that point.
But frozen hot dog seems not
No, I
anything
don't-
frozen in those areas.
Yeah, that doesn't seem very enjoyable.
No.
Oh, heat it up.
That's maybe how it broke.
Oh man, but can I just be honest with you? I'd eat one of those right now. Not one of hers, just a hot dog, a glizzy.
Yeah.
if
Glizzy?
you will.
Glizzy.
Yeah.
I'll take a glizzy.
My wife has been putting notes in my daughter's lunch every day that are about glizzies and skibbity rib tubes and whatever they are.
Hell yeah.
And she hasn't said anything to me yet, but I know they got to be driving her crazy. But she wrote yesterday. She goes, "Don't talk to anybody from Ohio." Ohio's the big thing. I don't know what the deal is.
What's
there, but
Ohio?
Ohio is like where all the cool people come from. So you're cool if you're Ohio.
It's where the Pauls are from.
Yeah.
That's where Matt Rife is from.
Oh, is that the
Yeah.
connection?
I think it's
I
where-
thought Ohio was cringe. I thought Ohio was bad.
Listen, maybe it is, Carmen.
Who knows?
I have no idea.
No, I'm
Okay,
cringe.
you don't know Ohio slang meaning.
I don't
Pretty
know a
sure
lot of these things.
Ohio.
Something or someone that is weird, bad, or cringe.
Oh, so that's why
Boom.
she said don't talk to anybody from Ohio.
Losers.
That works out. Shut up, Peanut.
All right.
Damn it.
Yeah, you got that forever now.
I've told you that story before.
I know,
so.
but for some reason we didn't pay attention as close as we did today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might have been different times.
Mm.
I had some fun experiences that I never really talk about because they just sound so unbelievable.
Please tell me you also did something with condiments.
No condiments
Yeah,
at all.
yo.
Danielle Mazzol and I bought whipped cream one time, and we were both afraid to use it. It smelled weird, and it was weird. Yeah. No. We decided it would be great. It would be better to put it on ice cream. It'd be
Yeah,
more fun
absolutely.
at the time. So
I feel like that's just an awkward stage of having to put it on. Where you just like stand there. Does she put it
Yeah.
on? Do you put it on? Do you look each
Yeah.
other in the eyes while it's happening?
Well, she does it, obviously Spanish. If she doesn't, you're not doing it right.
That's
Wow.
fair. That's fair.
And then it helps. It makes it's different.
there are so many things I want to say, and I can't right now.
Yep,
Because
I
I don't want to get in trouble.
Wow.
The first time you ever... No, don't even...
Yeah, listen, man. As a girl, like you've never done it. So how would you do it for the first time?
Nah, you don't know that.
You don't know that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Why do you assume?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, Carmen.
All right. Well, tell me about your.
I've used non-gender specific bathrooms before. You don't know what we
Yeah. Go on.
I don't want to hurt people's feelings, so I'm not going to tell my story.
You see that? Did I tell you about this? I know I posted the bathroom at the beach and a mermaid and a merman, and it said, whatever, just wash your hands.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Perfect, yeah. All right, 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025 are the phone numbers. We got the bone bonus coming up at 8 o'clock this morning. We'll give you the bone bonus keyword. You put it in the app. You have a half hour to do that. I don't know why they giving so much time. I feel it's slowing things down now.
I don't know.
You know, if you can't do it in 15 minutes, you shouldn't qualify.
Yeah.
Or whatever. They give you a half hour and you can win $1,000. Do we find out any of our listeners win yet?
Yeah, we had
really?
a winner the other day. Gary Shepard from Newport
Gary,
Richie.
You know the rules, Gary. You got to send us a pizza at some point. It's not really in the rules, but we like to try to force that. Or peanut butter. Whatever's easier for you. I ate snap peas yesterday.
Ooh.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really good when you're burping them up the next day.
Yeah.
So you have like acid reflux really bad.
Yeah, baby's gassy.
Yeah.
Farting yesterday,
Yeah.
burping today.
Yeah.
Listen, baby is gassy, but baby does not have acid reflux. Used to have it so bad that I'd have to take like Prilosec and all that stuff, and at night I'd be woken up by it, but now nothing. I
That's
love
gotta
it.
feel great.
Yeah, listen,
Well, you're not eating anything, I thought.
no, I'm eating. This guy's eating. I'm eating a little healthier, but I'm eating. But I'll tell you the thing that saved my life was that sleep mask. That CPAP machine. Because now I sleep comfortably with it. Like I'm just used to having it on. I enjoy the air, and I don't have acid reflux at night. I don't wake up at night. I may wake up to pee one time, and that's because I've been drinking a lot of water. I don't get up to pee, and my eyes, although still buttholy, not as buttholy as they were before because I'm actually getting some sleep.
I see it. I see it.
Does does Bobby still use the CPAP now that he's lost all the weight? Because that's they correlate together.
I don't know, but yes, they definitely correlate together. But also, there are people like I'm convinced my wife has it. Because she wears one of those Aura rings. I think that's what they're called. And her sleep is terrible. She never has deep sleep. And I think it's because she has it. She's constantly moving and she can't get in deep enough sleep. So, I don't know. What, as we creep closer to the weekend, what do we got going on this weekend?
No plans. I got nothing going on.
I'm supposed to I have to go to Sarasota today. And I have to go to Shark Coast Tactical. So if I can bang that out today, then I'm not going to go this weekend.
Do you still have the open weekend?
I do.
Yeah.
It's starting to build up a little bit.
Is that why
yeah?
you're keeping things open as well?
Yeah, 100%. I know he doesn't want to hang out with me, but
It's not true.
I want to keep it open
Yeah.
just in case.
That's
That's
what-
true.
He doesn't want to hang out with the pantses.
Weekend,
No, I like the pantses.
weekend closed.
I don't know the young pants, and I don't really think I need to.
Well, Mom the Tree Man.
Mom the Tree Man is lovely. Of course, Christy Pants is nice. So yeah, I'm
Yeah.
good.
They're sweethearts.
Yeah, they're very nice. You would actually enjoy hanging out with them, Michael.
No, I don't. I don't
Let's
doubt
not
it.
get carried away.
I don't doubt it at all. I bet they're a fine group of people.
Joe, party of 5. Here they come.
Okay.
Joe,
We're a family.
you know where I want to go, Spanish? Maybe we do this on Saturday. Remember that place we went? We murdered crawfish.
Yes, I would love to do that.
That would be a good time.
We can go shoot some guns and then go eat some crawfish.
I don't know. I don't know about shooting guns with you. I'm still not feeling
What?
safe around you with firearms.
I'm
Yes.
safe with a firearm.
No.
You might at some point just realize that killing me might be better than killing yourself.
Yep.
Nah, I highly doubt that.
I don't want to cross that line. I don't want to find out.
He turns to you and says, Michael, this is going to hurt me more than it hurts you. Bang, bang,
Yeah.
bang.
I'm doing this for the good of society.
Yeah.
With the good of society. that's
Whatever.
not
You
doing
don't. I don't
anything.
know what goes through your head.
Nah, I would. Nah, it's killing you is not going to do anything for me besides put me in jail.
It's not
Prison.
real. You're in my dream. I
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
smell and have emotion.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Sound vibration.
I'm sad weirdos forever.
Yeah.
Then you hit your tiny bowl, sounding bowl, and then
This is a message from Shark. Ding.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Activated.
You have a special gun with a barrel. You can ding the barrel. Ding.
Yeah,
Pow.
centers me before I take a shot. I like it.
Yesterday on this show, we got into a deep discussion about whether or not you would save your pet, whether it be a dog or whatever, from an alligator. And I firmly stood my ground and said that I love my dogs, but if they were to be in the jaws of a gator, I would just look at them and say bye. And there's nothing I feel like I can do. And most people, I would say it was 50-50, but more people came out and agreed with me in DMs than they would. Like, they didn't want to say it out loud.
Yeah,
Of course.
I
But they
got
were like-
email. People drove by my house with signs and stuff.
Yeah.
They all said you're wrong.
Oh, they drove by your house.
Yeah. They were skywriting.
Skywriting.
Yeah, they didn't want to say on the show, but then
Carrier pigeons.
Yeah.
It seemed overwhelmingly you were wrong.
I got a lot of DMs that said, "Hey, I love my dogs, but there's no way I'm climbing into a lake or doing that." And I was like, "Yeah."
The video you posted of the gator actually grabbing the dog by the riverbank.
Oh my God.
That was disturbing.
Now listen to
Yeah.
me. That video is up on our Instagram at the Mike Calta Show, and it's in our stories. And that bothers me. Like, don't think that I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I saw that and I was like,
I don't
"That's
know how you posted it.
Well,
Right.
I mean,
Why would you make us watch
because
it?
it's.
I
didn't
was
make
waiting
you
for
do
it to
anything.
pop
Yes,
back
you
up
did.
and run away.
Yeah.
Right.
In my
It never
mind, it did. In my mind, it does.
No, it never did.
I waited for somebody to
It
dive
doesn't.
in and tackle the gator.
I did also get several DMs of people that's like, "You could have warned us." I'm like, "Well,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
the whole point is to realize in that snap second, what do you do?" And that
Made
you-
us watch it.
No,
Yeah.
but what do you do, Carmen? You're there. It's a running water. That looked more like a crocodile. A crocodile snatches your one of those Jack Russell.
Yeah.
Well, you can hear the
I almost said you're Joe Lewis.
you can hear the people screaming. So
yeah,
they were,
but
so they
none
knew
of
it
them
was
jumped in.
But that's what I'm saying. But they should have started throwing rocks at the gator or the dog to make it run away. Something.
None of
Like
them
they didn't
did
do anything but
Yeah.
like
The thing I noticed is that gator is gone in like 2 seconds. It's
Yeah,
gone.
because it barrel rolls with the dog.
Like you don't even have a chance to do anything.
Exactly my point. If the gator was hanging around and
Yeah.
it just had a bite on the leg, then maybe I'd go by and try to kick it.
I don't know that I properly visualized what it would look like until I saw that video.
Yeah.
And you got a little dog too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen the kayaker in Florida who's got the GoPro on his head and he's kayaking and he's going through mangroves and he looks to his left and you can clearly see it's got to be like a 6 to 8 foot alligator and it's just hanging out on this tree or like a down branch and he goes by and he's not anywhere near the gator but you can still see it off in the distance. It goes in the water. It causes like this little ripple effect. He turns, the gator's gone, and all of a sudden you just see its tail whip, and he flips over, and that's the end of the video.
No.
I watched that, and I was like, yeah, that's why I'm not going anywhere near a gator.
Dude,
You ever see the one who the guy pulls up the crab trap, goes to pull up a crab trap, and he's like, "Oh, look at it," and just gator right on the side of his boat. He's like, "Ah!"
why are there gators in the saltwater?
I don't know. I think this was brackish water. I think it was like meeting because it wasn't clear. It was like that weird color.
Yeah.
But when the gator disappeared and then all you see is his tail, I was like that. It felt like I was watching a Jurassic Park ride at
Oh,
Universal. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need that at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah,
No
but then
way.
there was the kayak where the woman's like hitting the gator on the nose. Get out of here. Leave me
Yeah.
alone. She's
Yeah.
like hitting him on the nose with the paddle.
Yeah, I don't understand where that bravery comes
Yeah.
from.
She's
I
like,
don't
"Leave
have
me
that
alone."
at all. I'm listen. I'd rather just be a huge pussy and talk about it later on. What are these people pulling? They pulled that out of the water. What is that? Some sort of flatfish?
Flounder.
I don't know, but it's huge. Anyway,
Yeah.
maybe
There's all
that's
kinds of weird stuff washing up on shores all over the world.
yeah, because the storms they shake
Yeah.
everything up. You know.
Well, the poles are shifting, so that's changing. All the hot water is moving to different areas of the ocean, so all the sea life is changing. That's why you're seeing more sharks over here. And, yeah.
Well, I went to the beach last weekend and it was almost like brown. It didn't look clean at all. And
Weird,
it's
right?
because of the storm, they said it just shook everything up.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I didn't like it either. But man, I do. I'm enjoying the beach more. I think now in my old age.
No
than I used
sunsets
to.
though yet.
No sunsets.
All right.
No, it
Free,
happens.
Michael.
They come and go every day. If you
Every
miss
day
one
as you
today, it'll
like.
be here tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
All
never the same.
different.
Yeah,
They're not all different. It's the same
They
thing.
are.
They're never the
Different
same.
Fire in the sky.
colors.
Nope.
Different clouds.
Yep. She's
Different
right.
animals, different energies, different vibes,
Different people you're with when you
different every day.
Yeah.
When's the last time you saw one?
see them. A couple days ago.
Loser.
Alone?
I knew it.
I mean, that's
Alone?
awesome.
Yeah, it was alone. It was alone. It was alone.
That's the weirdest part.
Why?
I don't know.
This is nice.
It's not.
It's nice.
Go down there, you're just a little boy and your little granimal smiling at the sun.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Hammock
yeah.
or no hammock?
I had the hammock. Yeah, I had the hammock. Yeah. There's a couple nice spots down at the pier. Nobody bothers you. other
I feel like
hammockers.
you want people to bother you.
I do not.
Like going out there and set up your hammock is just a big invitation for people to come talk. Please come talk to me.
No, I promise you, I do not. I do not. There have been people that have said they think they've seen me and they were going to come say hi, and I was like, yeah, sure, but
I'll give you, if you can videotape this, I will give you $100 if you just cutting his hammock down while he's in it. Just snipping the ropes. Bring me that video. I'll give you $100.
you're going to have so many people's hammocks be ruined because they're going to think it's me.
Listen,
Just light it on fire.
Yeah,
don't do that. Don't do that. I don't want to kill anybody.
Yeah.
But if you just give one, cut the rope, and the hammock falls, $100.
Not cool, man.
What color's your hammock?
It is yellow.
Okay.
You giving information, Spanish.
I don't
It's not
believe
yellow.
It's blue.
Yeah,
Blue.
it's not blue.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never tell.
All right.
But yeah, you're going to love a sunset.
We got a good show today. Don't forget, we got Cody Tucker in the 8 o'clock hour. Martin Gramatica will be here in the 9 o'clock hour. We got football tonight. Who's playing tonight?
I don't know.
It's not.
I think it's the Patriots are playing.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Not my football.
Not Tom Brady.
Yeah. So it's the Patriots and the Eagles, and that's it.
What were you saying?
I say you see Tom Brady's been around. He's full decked out suit because he's going to be doing commentating.
Yeah. He's so handsome.
He really is.
He is.
I saw him also talking about how he believes football is mediocre these days.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
He's starting to feel it, man.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong, but he's starting to feel it. He's starting to miss it, and he's like, I don't know. It'll be. What is he gonna do? Like, where are we gonna see him on
Fox. I think he's going to be like the A team on Fox.
Oh, really?
So all the big matchups.
Has he done anything?
Not yet.
Any commentating?
I don't think so. Not yet.
No, but he's not doing. Is he doing play-by-play stuff like or color? Obviously,
Yeah,
but,
he's the color guy. Yeah.
Oh, I thought he.
I don't know who he's doing it with though. I'm not sure.
I thought he was doing like an NFL on Fox thing.
No, he's going to be in the
he's
booth.
doing the game.
Kind of like when Romo did and stuff. Yeah.
Well, Romo stepped it up. Or Romo changed the game.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
That'd be good. Like Aikman's good. Now I think Brady will be
But
good
do you
too.
think Tom Brady has such a stiff personality? It seems like.
Yeah, he'll warm up. Who's he doing it with? Do they say?
I don't remember.
There's Troy Buck and
Aikman and
Buck are okay.
I don't remember. I like Greg Olson. He's really good.
Greg Olson's good. Oh, that'll be interesting. Okay.
But I think it's starting. I'm surprised they haven't done it already with preseason.
Kevin Burkhardt is his partner, it says.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't know who that is. If I see him, I might know. So wait. So what is this? Week 2? Is that it?
Yeah, 3. It's week 3 for some, I think.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, so Brady's replacing Olsen then.
And what Olsen do?
I think he's getting kicked down to the B team.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, Olsen was good.
Really good, yeah.
All right, let's take a break. Get the show moving this morning. We got stuff to give away. Carmen will tell you what that stuff is when we come back. Yeah, I know it does include our tickets to see our band, along with Slippery When Wet, the Bon Jovi cover band, and Miles Shaw, Neil Sean's son, who has his Journey cover band. We're playing at Ruth Eckerd Hall for the Imposters of Rock tour. It's a play on the Monsters of Rock back in the day when you get super groups playing together. We're super cover groups, and we're all playing out at Ruth Eckerd Hall on the 31st. We're looking forward to being out there. Make sure you get your tickets now if you don't have them, but we do have them to give away. I know that's part of the thing. So we'll have an open letter rewind when we come back, and we'll get into Sporcle next on 102.5 The Bone. Ladies and gentlemen, if you missed it yesterday, here's the open letter rewind.
Come on.
An open letter.
Stop. Rewind that.
And now, an open letter from Galvin.
This is an open letter to things that people still do. Dear things that people still do. Seriously? Do you know what some judges in the UK still wear powdered wigs? Do you know how crazy that is? Could you imagine going on trial for something and the person that's supposed to be the voice of reason and the ultimate decision maker is staring at you from under a goddamn wig? The whole powdered wig thing started to hide signs of syphilis.
Oh.
Gross.
What?
Yeah, the wigs were used to cover up hair loss and bloody head sores, and then they powder them with a scent to cover up that smell. And the guy wearing that wig is making a major decision in your life? Good luck. Fax machines. People still use fax machines. Can someone explain why? What are you faxing that you can't email? I've had people ask me to fax them something, and I go, oh, you know what? Actually, I moved out of 1990 about 34 years ago, so I no longer have a fax machine in my home. By the way, are you calling me right now with a calling card from a payphone? No, of course not. It's 2024. Newspapers, classified ads, phone books, mail in general. When was the last time you got something in the mail that you didn't immediately throw away? You pay your bills online. Nobody is writing love letters or cookbooks and sending them to people. And if you want to wish someone a happy birthday, just text them. Oh, but it's not the same as getting a birthday card. All right, then hand the person the birthday card when you see him at dinner. Or you know what? Text them and include a meme. Problem solved. You know what is something that we probably thought would never go away? Cash. You can pay for things with credit card, your phone, your watch. When was the last time you handed somebody a $20 bill? You know, it's something I can't believe that's still hanging on? Robes. I've been gifted robes over the years for birthdays and Christmas and have never worn them. It makes zero sense to me. So you get out of the shower and then you wear a towel suit? Normal people just dry off and get on with the rest of their day. Stop trying to wear robes just so you can show people your old balls. I'm Galvin from the Mike Calta Show, and this has been an open letter to things that people still do.
You get out of the shower and you wear a suit. That's my favorite line.
Towel suit.
Towel suit. All right, welcome back to the Mike Calta Show, 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. Carmen.
Yes.
What do we have to give away today? Peanut butter?
I don't know.
What are you stressing out today?
No, like
What's
you
going
said.
on? Are you having things falling apart?
No, it's Thursday, man. It should be Friday, maybe even Saturday.
Yeah, come on, man.
I'm thrown off today. Nothing is working right. Okay, so we have tickets for Chicago with Earth, Wind, and Fire tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
Train and REO Speedwagon.
Okay.
30 Seconds to Mars. Stone Temple Pilots. Imagine Dragons. And Imposters of Rock.
All right, let's do it right now with a little bit of Sporcle. Here we go. Carmen is the keeper of Sporcle. Pap is your judge and scorekeeper. I am the current champion. Galvin won yesterday? No.
I won yesterday.
You won yesterday. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you.
I knew it wasn't me, is what I'm saying. Carmen, what are we playing today?
Okay, today we're going to be playing TV shows in two-word hints. So I'm going to say 2 words, and you're going to give me the TV show that comes to mind.
All right.
Okay? Turn this down a little.
By the way, on a side note, remember we talked about the Omega thing on TV? The new list?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you do that?
I didn't.
It's awesome.
Is it? All right.
Yeah, I'll tell you about it later.
All right.
Go ahead, Carmen. I'm sorry.
Okay, TV shows in 2 words. Your first one, Banana Stand.
Arrested Development.
Damn it.
Galvin. Freak Book.
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Galvin.
It's a freak.
Sonic Screwdriver.
The Office.
Sonic Screwdriver.
Big Bang Theory.
The Golden Girls.
Blanche used that one.
Cheers.
Doctor Who.
Nerds.
Yeah, none of us watched that.
This has an asterisk. Drunken Clam.
Simpsons. Ah, damn it.
Family Guy.
Another one.
Geo. Missouri Belle.
Gilmore Girl.
Parks and Rec.
Missouri Belle. Ozark. T-Father.
Who? T?
T-Father.
Like TEA?
T-E-A, correct. T-Father, question mark.
T-Father. Like
Can't
that?
say what I said.
No, I'm saying like that. You said question mark.
Married with Children.
T-Father.
Downton Abbey.
Damn it. Abbey Road.
Oh.
Everybody answered?
Yes. Father Ted.
Hell is Father
I don't even know what that is.
Never heard of that.
I don't know what that means. Upside Down.
Stranger Things.
Geo and Pap.
Yeah.
We're halfway there.
Michael and Spanish both have 0 points. Gio and Galvin are all tied up with 2.
All right, here we go. Come on.
Okay. TV shows in 2 words. Korean War.
Mash.
Mike. Vandalay Industries.
Seinfeld.
Judge.
Galvin.
You're absolutely ridiculous.
100%.
There's no integrity on that.
No,
Oh,
100% of
there's
me.
no way.
Okay.
Galvin gets
Both
the
of
point.
them. Wow, Joe.
No, Carmen didn't say anything. Carmen,
Yeah,
what would you have said?
I went to the judge because I couldn't tell.
I know. I said, what would you have said?
Doesn't matter.
I would have said judge because I
Yeah.
didn't know.
All right.
I couldn't tell.
Joe said Galvin. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, your next one. Varsity athlete.
Friday Night
Sopranos.
Sopranos.
Yeah.
Galvin.
Never had the makings.
Slippin' Jimmy.
The Mick.
Slippin' Jimmy.
I feel like I know this.
Better Call Saul
Ah, yeah.
is what I was looking for. Little boxes.
Weeds.
Yes. Spanish. Oops. Soft Kitty.
Big Bang Theory.
Mike Calta. I know. Exclamation mark.
Dexter.
How I Met Your Mother.
I know.
Columbo.
I don't get this one. Friends. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
and I love Friends.
Yeah, there could have been so many other things.
But it's 2 words,
Yeah,
so.
I don't know.
And Pap, we're on the last 3.
Spanish has a single point. Michael and Gio are both tied with 2. Galvin is your leader right now. He's winning with 4.
What?
All right, TV shows in 2-word hints.
Jill. What?
Last 3. Here we go. Baltimore drugs.
The Wire.
Geo. Blue sky.
Breaking Bad. Oh, yeah.
Gio.
That was the final song. Damn it.
And your last.
What's the score?
Gio and Galvin are both tied with 4.
Oh, the comeback.
man.
Here comes the comeback kid. Here it comes.
We come back.
What does everybody else have? Can they tie? Can they?
No,
Yes.
Spanish has 1. Michael has 2.
We're all
Okay.
tied up.
No.
All right, so then it's just me and Gio?
Correct.
All right.
Galvin and Geo only, please. TV shows. I'm listening.
Frasier. Yeah, I love Frasier. Never saw it.
Your final score.
Joe screwed me. Should have gave the point to Mike.
Just screwed me. Yeah.
Typical. Good job, Joe.
Final score. Spanish had a single point. Michael doubling that with 2. Gio doubling that score with 4. And Galvin is your triumphant champion today. He won with 5.
Kachaya! Woo, 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 woo! Try Mike.
It's not Galvin's fault.
I'm talking over my No, I hear
But I feel like Joe's afraid to tell the truth,
Yes.
even when it's me.
That's not true. That's not true.
There's no
I
way.
mean-
I heard Mike.
Who do you think? Who do you think Joe is scared of more?
Galvin. I never yell at him.
No.
Joe, do I yell at you?
No.
Okay.
Joe's very intimidated by Galvin.
Yes.
Okay.
But the only reason why he has a job is because of Mike.
No, but that's not
So-
true.
Yeah,
I didn't hire him.
So he's
100%
loyal. So
I
he's
did not.
loyal to Mike.
I did not
100%
hire
true.
Joe,
This is my
nor do I
favorite
pay
part.
him.
And those
my
are
favorite part.
And those are Galvin's words.
Joe,
by
I
the
don't.
way.
Joe, do I pay you?
No.
Did I hire you?
No.
Do you work for the Mike Calta Corporation?
No.
All right.
If you went in today and said, I think we don't need Joe anymore, they would immediately, before you finish that sentence, they'd let him go.
I could do that with any of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Joe knows if he goes against Galvin, Galvin's going to go off on Joe, whereas
Yes.
Mike would just, whatever.
let it go. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm a good person.
got the point. He's going off right now. I got the point. You idiots. He's going off right now. See?
Jesus. Hot-headed.
Every time, whenever he gets it, you're the best, Joe. Oh, Joe did it right. One time.
He's intimidated.
Yeah.
Intimidated.
You're intimidated? Then you're pussies. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay.
Look at Joe. Look, he's freaking out.
Don't allow him to intimidate you, Joe.
Yeah.
I won't. Mike.
Don't allow him to intimidate. One of my dogs, you wouldn't be here.
I didn't say any of those.
Yeah.
things, Joe.
Take my trash out.
Take my trash out.
Why isn't the trash out? Why didn't you drive over here and take my trash out?
Joe,
Yes, Michael.
it is trash day today.
Yes,
I just
it is.
I just realized that.
I walked the
You're
dogs in the
welcome.
first break. I'll be handling the
Badass.
trash in the next one.
Thank you, Joe.
You're welcome.
Leave the
I mean,
and then you come in and he accuses you of stealing his Cool Whip.
listen. Let me ask you a question.
I don't know where the Cool Whip could go. We have a little kid in the house.
Yeah.
Where could it possibly be?
Let me ask you a question. When you work at an office, like in our Cox office, who cleans out the refrigerator?
JoJo.
Mary Lou.
It used to be Mary Lou,
Yeah,
now it's
now
JoJo. Who puts the chairs all back in the what do they call that area? The break room area. Like who puts everything back after it's over?
JoJo.
Right. There's somebody that takes care of the office. Somebody whose job is not to do that, but it also is part of their job. Mm-hmm. That's
The
Joe.
office manager.
Joe's the office manager. Who is
I forget.
who is the first person to sag it up the green room,
That's
Joe?
true.
True.
was me,
I
Michael.
do
Thank
remember
you.
Joe throwing the trash out and walking the dogs over at the station too.
Yeah, it was very
Yeah,
different.
well, it's
Remember him
different.
throwing the
We're not there.
Oh.
We're not there.
So and he. So how you don't pay him? But so can I have him come to my house and throw my trash out?
No.
That'd
Is
be
that part of the
between you
thing?
two. I have nothing to do with you.
You can ask me if you want.
Like when you work in an office, who throws the trash out if they don't have like a?
Well,
like
we do have a lady.
Usually the video
Right.
guy. It's usually the video guy in every office. It's the AV. If you have AV people at the school,
This
they
particular
throw out
office,
trash.
it's the
Yeah,
video guy.
It's the video guy.
In this particular
Usually the
office,
video
it's the
guy.
video guy.
AV Club.
Yeah.
Almost
And I'm-
always.
But so, like, you pay for his phone. Are you going to start paying for all of our phones?
Are you going to throw the trash?
I'll do video.
Yeah, I can make video.
I'll do one video.
Okay. You know I'm broadcasting live video right now, though, right?
I know that.
Thank you, Dick.
Where?
Just-
On YouTube,
And-
There's
and the
YouTube
Bones.
and the Bones
you know,
website. Yeah.
But,
You're
I mean,
welcome.
I know.
Joe, what
I
was
know.
the
It's-
final?
it's
Real
because of
quick, what was
Carmen.
the final score again?
You want the final score again?
Yeah, do you know what it was?
You
Yeah,
don't
hold
know.
on.
See.
Spanish with a single point, Mike with 2, Gio with 4, Galvin with 5.
Canceled. Your rule's canceled.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you,
who told
Steve,
you about
Thank
that?
you, Steve Christie.
Way to go, Joe.
Yeah,
No, wait a second. What did you have?
I had 5. You had 2. That's more than
Double.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame. All right. I like that new rule though.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
One and done. Courtesy of Joe.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I got to
Well,
be
you
honest.
courtesy
Thank
of the video / dog walker / garbage man.
Yeah.
It really, you're the only one that works here that doesn't have like a second duty. Like you don't do anything to help the upkeep of the studio. Everybody else does stuff.
Yeah.
You're the only one who doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. That's selfish.
Yeah.
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 What is my duty again?
Yeah. What?
Yeah, what does Gio do?
Explain to me. Break it down.
Gio carries some
Explain
stuff.
to me how in the world you think I would ever clean your garbage or do anything.
I don't want. I certainly don't need you to clean the garbage. I've got Joe. That's
right.
Joe's department.
I'll do it for you, Galvin.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Like Spanish and Joe were going to come over today and help clean out the other room over there. That's
Storagami,
their-
yeah.
Yeah. They use the store.
Nothing to do with the radio or the job.
But it does. It's in the studio. I mean, it's where the guests come. It's where it's not like I'm like Joe. Can you go upstairs and clean my my kitchen upstairs?
We do throw a lot of stuff away in that garbage.
Yeah. Thank you, Joe. I mean, I've seen you out there moving things around a little bit.
Yeah.
When you say we, Gio, you're including yourself?
Yes, I too have thrown stuff in the garbage.
I don't buy it.
I've seen it.
I've seen Gio dusting.
Maybe.
Just so you know, Just so you know, from now on, anything I go to throw away, I'll bring a bag from home and I will throw it and I'll take it out to my car.
No, Galvin, just leave it there. I'll
We
take
have
it out
bags
for you.
here. We have bags here. Garbage is already taken.
No,
Calvin. You have
I'm
to find
very
another-
selfish that I come in and do a radio show on a radio station instead of washing your dog. What? I'm sorry.
No, I
what was
don't
my
need it.
responsibility going to be?
No,
Am I clipping your toenails?
That'd be nice.
Now you're moving in my territory.
You insane person that I'm talking to right now. You lunatic that thinks that I'm being selfish because I come in and do my goddamn job.
Have you ever said, do you need help with that? That I allow people to come
Have
in.
I ever said, do you need help with that?
That I have allowed people to come into my home and given part of my home so that we don't have to go to the station every day.
I can go to the station.
Go.
But I don't understand. Do you want me here or you want me at the station?
Well, it doesn't matter to me. It was wherever you want to go.
All right, but if I come here, I have to paint the house.
No.
Sand the
Do
floor.
the driveway, and
No, but you've never
Wax
worked
on,
in an
wax off.
environment where you contribute to the community of the environment. You've never saw something and was like, oh, let me fix that.
I've never seen a video guy that also walks dogs and takes out trash.
It's a team
that
sport.
I have never seen
It's
before.
a team sport.
It is a team.
Have you
effort.
ever seen a guy who brought his dog cage over for your turtle? Have you ever seen a guy? What do we need done? What do we need done? You point it out. Let me know what we need done and
All
what
right.
I'm not doing.
I will make a list. I will make a to-do
Show me
list.
what Gio's doing. Show me what Spanish is doing.
Well, just worry about yourself. Don't worry about everybody else.
Okay. All right.
Well, why you gotta worry about everybody
You are
else?
out of your goddamn mind. You are out of your goddamn mind.
I don't even
The
have
funny thing is, he's serious.
I don't even have
It's
a
a crazy
chore on the
thing.
top of my head.
Totally serious.
I
Well,
don't even
I'm
have-
letting you know right now, 100% I'm not doing any chores.
Oh,
Ever. Ever. It'll never happen.
All right.
Yeah.
We don't have a cleaning crew here like they do at the radio station where somebody comes.
Is
and,
it messy? What did I do? Where is it?
not
Where
messy
is the
now,
big
'cause
mess
I'm
that I'm
throwing the
leaving every
garbage
day?
What's that, Joe?
I said it's not messy now because I'm throwing the garbage out.
Joe does.
Yeah.
He
Joe
does do a
does
good
trash.
job of the trash.
Right.
All right.
Somebody comes and collects a little trash from you got a little trash basket right next to you. How do you think that gets emptied?
I've never used it.
You've never put anything in
Nope,
the trash.
not-
That's a lie.
I'm never using
That's
it
a
again.
lie.
Is what I meant to say. I will never use it again. I will never use it again.
I mean, I don't mind that you use it. I already got
I
trash.
will run.
Trash is
I will
handled.
run a utility cord from my house here to plug in the computer. This is my microphone. I bought this. If you want to, I'll replace this desk. I'll buy a different one.
No.
What else do you want to do?
I'm happy to
I plugged
I'm happy to
everything in.
contribute.
I plugged everything in. That's my board over there. But if you want me to take the board and all the wires and everything that I brought, I can do that as well.
There are a lot of wires.
There are too many wires.
A few more wires.
What do you think would be more? Obviously, garbage is not for you. What would be good?
Nothing ever. I will not be here anymore. I may leave the show. I may not even go to the studio.
Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like you're not a team player. Is the way I-
Related.
You're not a team player.
I'm not a team player. I believe I've operated very well with this team for several years now. Joe, you do a great job.
Thank you, Michael.
No. Spanish?
Yes.
You have never cleaned my toenails. Let's get that out
All
there.
right. Well, I mean,
But he
I
did
know what you're
start.
saying. It was in your territory.
when you sleep,
He has started to clean the streaks out of the toilet, which is
Oh.
I
have you?
told you I have
Yeah.
cleaned them since you shamed me on the air. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
See,
That's
See?
progress.
That's
See?
basically your bathroom now, so I don't even know. I can't
It
even
is
go
a
in
lovely bathroom, and the heated seat is very appreciated.
there. Yeah, that bothers me. The idea that your butt's on my seat.
It is a very comfortable seat. Thank you to you and Mr. Olin very much.
Yeah, but that's why he steals the Cool Whip. That's the price you got to pay.
Wait,
Oh.
It's fine. Cream and Cool Whip.
just the cream, not the Cool Whip. I didn't touch the Cool Whip.
Lord knows if you're doing some sort of peanut butter thing with it.
I am not doing a
Yeah.
peanut butter thing with the Cool Whip. I promise you, I am not a Cool Whip guy.
Gowan, I can't think of anything for you to do, but if you
Good.
think of anything,
Because it's not happening ever. You know what I could do? Kick all your Funko Pops out into the yard. How about that? You want me to do that?
Counterproductive.
That'd be something fun.
counterproductive.
Seem helpful.
Now this is happening.
Gowan, what
By the
line?
way, Carmen, just so you know, I don't know if you can see it because the video guy was busy doing trash.
Yeah.
But the clutter, the declutter is reclutter. It's still there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we had plans to clean the studio after the show today.
Today
What
is
happened?
Saget Day.
Yeah. Yeah. Enjoy it. Have a good time.
We all had plans to
Yeah.
clean the show, clean the studio today after the show, except for
Is
you.
that happening?
No, because I have a doctor's appointment that I forgot about.
All right.
Spanish, is that
Who's
not correct?
driving
very
you to,
true.
Did I
who's
reach-
driving you to the doctor?
Did I not reach out to you last night
did,
and say I didn't realize I had a doctor's appointment? We'd have to
did.
reschedule.
No sagging.
No sagging
Canceled.
today.
Prove it.
But we were all, as a team, going to do it except for you.
You
after the
all,
show.
as a team, we're going to move the trash that you have, all the trinkets and the knickknacks and the paddywhacks and the shotskis and everything else. You're going to move it all from one table to another. All right. Good luck.
It's not very productive.
Yeah.
Galvin, what line are you playing for?
Line 5.
Line 5. Good morning. Who is this?
Harley?
Oh, what is your name?
Harley?
Harley.
Harley?
Carly.
Yes.
Hi. Congratulations. You are the winner. The one thing
Thank you.
Galvin did do is win for you today.
The one thing.
Thank you.
All
Good
right.
job.
I'm going to put you on hold, and Carmen will grab you during the break.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Galvin, what do we have coming up in news? Oh, I hung up on Carly.
The one thing you're supposed to do.
I hit the wrong button.
Did it wrong.
I'm responsible for several things.
I'm not. Oh, am I not responsible for anything?
No, I didn't say that.
Oh, it sounded like you're implying that with that.
No, you said the one thing that I had to do, and I said I'm responsible for several things. What do we have coming up in news, Galvin? One of your things you're responsible for.
Coming up in news, give it up. You signed away your rights, and they them again.
Oh, no. All right, Galvin has your news right after he's done washing the windows. We will do that next.
Will never happen.
It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. I put a poll up on our Instagram at the Mike Calta Show if you're not following us already. It is which chores would be good for Galvin to do? There is windows, sweeping, dusting, touch-up painting is leading by 56% right now if you want to go vote on that. There also is things happening this weekend. I forgot about this. Joe.
Yes?
Are you familiar with the Tabernacle of Oddities? It sounds like it's right up your alley.
Yeah, I think so. Is that's kind of like that Obscurus show type stuff?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
They got over 100 purveyors, living and dead entertainment. They got bars, tattoos, the whole deal. But I'm very excited because our friends P-Lander Z, who do the song So Many Mike, are performing live there this weekend.
Oh.
Yes, it is a free show for people that are going to the Tabernacle of Oddities, which I believe is in Ybor City. And P-Lander Z is coming in. They're performing on Saturday. They don't unfortunately get in until tomorrow afternoon, so they won't be able to come on the show. But it's over there at the Cuban Club. And if you're into kind of the darker side of stuff, that is happening this weekend. Go check out P-Lander Z, if anything. I love those guys, but I don't know if I can go. I don't know if I'm going to the Tabernacle of Oddities. Kind of scares me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was looking at some of the things that are going to be
weird.
there. It does look a little weird. I'm sure there's a huge audience for it, especially over there at the in Ybor City. So.
Oh yeah.
You know who will probably be there is the lady that let us throw Medicine Man's teeth into her mouth.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Her and Chris Mackey.
Because
That's what I see.
she like kept stuff like that. She had like human skulls and teeth and
Yeah.
yeah, wild.
If you're into that stuff, it's happening this weekend, and not Medicine Man's Teeth. They will not be involved. It is happening this weekend in Ybor at the Cuban Club. So, all right, it is time to check in with Galvin. He has today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
Currently leading in the poll is touch-up painting. If you'd like to go vote,
You should have added one on there.
which one? I didn't know.
Nothing ever. You're out of your goddamn mind. Would have been a good one on there.
What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Today's news is brought to you by Pelt Shoes. Do you know your shoe size?
think so.
Do you? Do you? Because your feet change over time. You realize that, right? You know,
Yes.
they may get
Fat
wider, they may get shorter. Who knows? There's all kind of different stuff. Well, you can get a perfect fit over at Pelt Shoes because they have the complimentary 3D foot scan that gives you the exact measurement. And of course, they have the Pelt Shoe Fit experts in there. They're going to make sure you get the perfect fitting shoe. Also, they have all the different styles and brands right there in stock, ready to go. Back to school, your kids are like, hey, I need some new shoes for this. We're going to be running track. We're going to be doing stuff. I need just some cool shoes to wear at school. Well, get into Pelts. They have 6 locations throughout Pinellas, Sarasota, and Fort Myers. Stop into a Pelts today. Make sure you tell them Galvin sent you. So Hurricane Ernesto, that's right, Hurricane Ernesto is headed for the closest strike on Bermuda in almost 4 years, then could brush parts of the Atlantic Canada early next week after its flooding rain and damaging winds hammered Puerto Rico and the Lesser Antilles. Ernesto will remain well off the U.S. East Coast, but beachgoers need to be aware of its swells generating a threat of dangerous rip currents. So if you're out in the water, be aware of that for sure.
Yeah, it's completely to the right of the state, missing us. We good there, smashing right into Bermuda.
Yeah.
Then Canada. Who thought of that? Take that, Canada. Send all our hurricanes up there to you.
In your face.
So there is supposedly been another massive data breach. This time it involves everybody's social security number and physical address.
Oh, that's no big deal.
Yeah, but I don't understand if it's got everybody's. Like, would they say, they said the thing to do is to change your passwords to everything and all that. Yeah, that's not going to help anything.
A hacking group called USDOD claims to have stolen 2.7 billion records earlier this year from the National Public Data, which provides personal information to employers, private investigators, and others doing background checks. That's including sensitive identification information that everyone in the U.S., UK, and Canada need. They've tried selling it, and some of it may have leaked. It's unclear
It's
how
like the
big.
knock list.
Yeah, how big of a threat this is. Officials are advising people to monitor their credit reports. So if you see Instacart and Lyft stuff showing up, whatever, and manage their passwords effectively, they say.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
yesterday.
saying.
Go ahead, Carmen.
I was going to say, I read an article that said like the biggest threat would be people opening up like bank accounts or credit cards in your name. So, but my thing is like, you can check your credit report, but how do you know if they open up a bank account in your name?
It won't tell you on your credit report until it comes up on your credit report. So if you,
But it would say bank account with.
it would say like
open.
Visa card. If you're like, I don't have a Visa card or a new Visa with a different bank or whatever. But I use LifeLock, and LifeLock notifies me the second that an account is open, or a second that somebody looks into my credit or any of those things. It sends me an alert right away.
And that's a trustworthy one.
Oh yeah. LifeLock is the one where the guy put his social security number on a bus and billboards and drove it around and said, "Go ahead."
All right, I'm getting it.
No, Carmen, I'm telling you, it's a little expensive, but it's great because they if you have identity theft, you're covered there. They go in, they take care of that, or they at least the best that they can. But I'm telling you, whenever we were buying a car for my son and I had to fill out paperwork, like I didn't do it, Amanda did it, and the minute she did it, it popped up in my LifeLock that there was an inquiry into my credit, that there was a bank account opened up in my name, all that stuff. I did get hit yesterday. We talked about it a little bit. On one of my business credit cards, there were some charges on there that were not me. And I had to dispute that with the bank, but they weren't even good. They were Lyft rides. I've never taken a Lyft in my life.
Any Cool Whip charges?
No Cool Whip on there. Nope. But there were a couple of things on there that those sort of things you need to pay attention to, because I'm sure I got a couple that slip by on my regular account that I don't even know. If somebody had my account, it'd be smart for them to just order pizza once a month. I'd never know. I'd never know.
Yeah. Just keep on buying stuff that you normally buy.
Yeah.
And be like, I don't know, Yankee shirts, it seems right. Whatever. Rush, who used to work here, was on a LifeLock commercial. Because remember, he had a whole thing.
Yeah, they got something for him.
And he was there filming it, and Jay Leno was doing one too.
That's cool.
No, don't steal my car.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I don't do an endorsement for them or anything. I've just used them personally, and they've been great the whole time. Yeah.
How about this? When we talk about Disney and how all the different stuff that they do, nobody ever dies at Disney because they take them outside of the park or this, that, all these different things. Disney's lawyers apparently trying to claim that you can't sue them for anything if you have Disney Plus. A guy's wife died from an allergic reaction after eating at Disney's World Restaurant last year, and he's suing. But they claim he cannot sue because he signed up for Disney Plus trial membership back in 2019, and the fine print says any disputes must be resolved in arbitration. Any disputes with Disney. So if you signed up free trial, the guy signed up for a free trial in 2019. His wife dies from eating at one of their restaurants allegedly, and he wants to sue them. And they go, no, it's got to go to arbitration.
Continue the free trial. Did he pay for it afterwards?
It says just signing up for the free trial. He signed up for the free trial.
But if you just sign up for the free trial, that should only run the length of the free trial, right?
I mean, their lawyers are pretty good.
And well, usually when you sign up for the free trial, it will say this automatically starts at the end if you do not cancel.
Yeah, but also what I'm saying though is whenever he signed up for it, it may say
just signing
this for now and future, any lawsuits, anything, blah blah blah, have to be resolved with arbitration. You know what I mean? So regardless of whether you had Disney Plus for 4 years or you just did the free trial, the fact that you signed up for that free trial, it's in there where it says any disputes have to be solved in arbitration.
I can't see a jury not differentiating between the Disneys.
Listen, man, they all say you don't screw the mouse screws you.
Yeah.
But the other thing is that Disney doesn't want it as a bad press, and this is going to kill it.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Oh, are you kidding me? I mean, who now everybody's looking at it, that fine print on the things that they're getting from Disney.
Maybe,
but that's with everything, Apple, any of those things. We've all said you sign it, you have no idea. Even when you buy your house, there's so many papers. You're like, I don't know. Hopefully the realtor knows what they're talking about. You know what I mean? You're just signing stuff. For all you know, you're like, oh yeah, Indian burial ground, sure, okay. You're gonna dig for oil. You're gonna come frack on my land. All right, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, they put those things in front of you, and they're like, all right, this is for this is for this, and you just start. After the fourth one, your signature doesn't even look the same anymore.
Yeah. First, like 2 pages, you kind of scan. You go, something, okay. Percent APR. Okay.
Yeah, right.
And then the next one, you're like, wee, just going as fast as you can.
I always wondered if they, if I had to sign so many of those, and halfway through I just start signing Bernie Williams, if they would even notice if I just changed the name. You know, they wouldn't notice.
I remember just scribbling initials.
Yeah.
I follow a lot of lawyers on Instagram just to hear their stories. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it said this girl, the guy was rich, wanted her to sign prenup, and she signed it with a fake name, and no one caught it, and then ended up getting all the like half of his money basically.
Oh really? I would assume if you signed with the fake name, the fact that it's a signature, it wouldn't even matter whether it was your signature. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But because there was lawyers present, and it had to be what is it called? Notarized.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there was people there watching her, and no one looked over it. Technically, yeah. I don't know. But again, this
Time to go hiking.
It was Instagram, so who knows if it's real?
Yeah.
But
that used to be my big scam whenever we were younger, and we got the 20 cassettes for a penny and all that stuff, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And then they'd come after me, and I'd go, I'm a minor, I can't enter into a contract or anything like that, so you guys don't have anything.
Was it Columbia House?
Yeah, they never came after anybody.
You got us again, Galvin Van Halen. We used to sign up with all these different names.
But then nobody's ever been sued by Columbia House or
no, but they would send you a
right. But I'm saying they never made any money, right?
No. I don't know how that ever worked.
No.
Well, the point was to lock you to subscription so they could just send you stuff, every month.
And you would pay it, and I guess some people would pay it, but most of us would just be like, no, I already got my 20.
At the time, you'd get like $200 worth of CDs too.
Yeah.
Like CDs were like $20 a piece.
Oh, I wasn't even in it for CDs. It was
CDs for me.
cassettes when we were, we would have the. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Anytime I ever get a letter from Terre Haute, Indiana, I would just throw it away because I knew that was them coming for it.
What do you think about this? We talk about weddings and how you would like to be invited to weddings, but don't necessarily want to go to weddings.
I don't want to go.
A couple passed their wedding costs onto their guest by selling tickets to attend their wedding. Like it was a Beyonce concert, yeah. Tickets cost $333 each. Some people were okay with it, but others got pushback. Now, if you were to go to a wedding that cost $333, are you giving them a present or any cash or anything like that? Or are you like, hey, I already paid for this?
Yeah.
Part of me wanted to just automatically reject that, but then part of me was like, if it was my nephew's wedding and the whole idea was everybody pays for their own thing and all that, I'd be down with that, But
that's the thing. It depends on who it is.
Right.
Yeah.
It has to be someone close to you. Like, I'm not paying for any of your weddings. Sorry. I love you guys, but you know.
I understand.
Yeah. And I mean, just, I wouldn't do that.
It would depend on the person.
I wouldn't do that to other people.
Yeah.
Even poor, I wouldn't do that.
What if it was a destination wedding and that it was a package deal? So you spent one price and then that included plane ticket.
Well,
yeah,
all
that makes more
Yeah,
sense.
you're getting a vacation out of it.
Yeah, but also if you're going to a destination wedding, you're paying for that out of your own pocket anyways. It's not like they go, hey, we're getting married. I mean, some, rich people do. We're getting married wherever and, we're paying for everybody to come. But for the most part, I would say if you're doing a destination like Carmen, did you pay your own ticket to go to Vegas and what's her name?
Mexico for Kayla's wedding.
Yeah,
it was in Mexico.
Yeah, and you paid for that yourself. It wasn't like
Correct.
she was like, "Hey, I'm paying for everyone to come to Mexico."
Right, and I did not get, and also I did not get her a gift.
Yeah,
because I went to her bachelorette party, which was in Boston, and I went to Mexico.
Now, question: did she get fired?
I do not know.
But she's not in radio anymore, right?
So she's working on the weekends, and then she's still at the golf course, which she's been at since she's moved out to Vegas.
I saw her do a video the other day about not being at morning show boot camp for the first time in years, and I was like, oh, I don't know she wasn't doing radio.
Yes, I think that is very, very recent. I just haven't talked to her.
So you guys are such good friends that you go to her destination bachelorette party and wedding, and you don't even find out what's going on in her life?
Oh, we're off.
Yeah.
Hello?
She's panicked.
I can't see.
You don't even find out what goes on in her life?
Again, like you guys
Sorry,
were
we
cutting
dropped out, yeah.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm going to call her. I'm like, from my point of view, it just recently happened.
We need
if,
answers.
Yeah.
If she wanted to talk about it, she would probably call me about it, but maybe she wants to take some time. So I'm not someone who's just going to be all up in her business like that.
Carmen, I'm about to get all up in her business. I have a question for you. So she was working on a morning show in Las Vegas, and did she have to work at the golf place to make ends meet, or was she doing that because she wanted extra money, or how did that work out? Were they not paying her that well?
No, she was making really good money because she was like the only girl on the station. So like every gig, every endorsement was going through her.
So she
was just hustling and making more.
Yeah, Kayla's just a worker, and she bought a house the past couple of few
totally
years ago.
fine with it. Yeah. I was just wondering.
Is that how it works with you? You make really good money because you're the only girl on the station?
No, that is not how it works at all. I make terrible money.
The way you said it, it was like it was a matter of fact.
No, it's
Plus,
over there. That's how it works because she was the only female on that station, and there's not a lot of people.
You think you make terrible money? I'd love to know how much you make to see.
I can tell you, Chad, as a teacher and football coach, makes more than me.
What?
Yes.
At Chamberlain?
Yes.
Carmen, I am gonna. Everybody text. Not on the. Well, I guess you could do it on the. Gang text, whatever. But I was going to text you, Carmen, and say this is what I think you make.
All right, I'm going to text you
per
too.
year.
Okay.
Oh, I can't wait to see.
We
that.
go through this all the time.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be shocking. Like
mine came through.
Am I higher or lower?
I don't see Galvin's.
You texted the gang, Mike.
Yeah. I thought that's what we're supposed to do.
No, I said.
Galvin, you're low.
I'm low. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
All right, hold on.
What about Mike
Coming through.
You already
But
said yours.
that's what I'm saying. I'm only answering one.
I changed mine.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, no. You weren't supposed to say that. Just play along.
Oh.
He blew it.
Well, yeah, you already. Mike blew it because he texted the group.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
you might as well just tell us.
Yeah, no. I can tell you, I make less than a teacher who is also a coach.
I would imagine. Okay, so I'm going to text
So go
you.
based on a teacher salary. Just-
Okay, so I'm going to text you what I think like Chad is making.
You texting the group?
No,
Carmen, was I low or was I a little bit low?
you were low, but not like super low. Like
Where was I on Chad?
you're low with Chad, way low on Chad.
Right. So
Yeah, teachers make more than that.
Can you just tell
You could
us?
Google that.
Can you just tell us, was Mike low on his pick for you, low or high for you?
I can say between you and Mike, you're like right in the average with you two.
Oh, you make good
Okay,
money.
so I
That's
know what
good
you
money.
That's not good money. That is
so I
not.
think you're overpaid.
No.
First off, I can tell you right now that is not a livable wage in today's day.
Oh.
I should make a livable wage.
Go to the golf course, Kayla.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you're saying that with me working here, I should have to have a second job?
No.
That's what you
Carmen,
think?
you
really
could come
want my
over here and
opinion?
do the windows and
Yeah.
paint the house.
Apparently.
I don't know what Joe's getting paid.
Yeah.
We have a vacuuming opening over here.
Listen, my sister just bought me a vacuum for my birthday. I'll bring it. Yeah. That's what happens after you're 30.
Maybe you'll get a phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, if I get a phone, I will definitely come vacuum your house.
Who bought you the vacuum, Barb?
Yeah.
Oh,
when she was
brother.
down
Yeah.
here for the cruise, it was like right around my
She looked
birthday.
around and what she say?
She saw her apartment and she was like, "Goddamn, Carmen, you need to clean this up."
This is like a barn.
Listen, I had a very nice vacuum that I just bought, and it was like pet specific. It was for pet hair, and she was like, "No, you got to get the vacuum I have. It's amazing." I was like, "Barb, I don't need a vacuum.
It's a Bissell.
I have a nice vacuum." She's like, "No, you have to have the one." think it's a shark or something. I don't know. But she was like, this thing is amazing. It's going to change your life. The
Carmen,
way she
I got special attachments for it.
it's
got real good suction.
I can't believe you think you don't make good money.
Again, I don't make a livable wage.
You work 4 hours a day, and work is questionable.
If I did not, if me and Chad did not live together, I would have to have a second job to be able to afford living. I can't live off of this job alone.
Yeah,
that's not a livable wage, and I do not think that is good money.
Most jobs
for 20 hours a week, that's pretty good money. Again,
I don't just work the 4 hours that we're here. Yesterday, I was here until noon working on hurricane best ofs and upcoming best ofs and editing things for Christmas. Like, you think I'm just here from 6 to 10. That's not the case at all. And when I go home, technically scrolling, watching the news, keeping up on things, that is working.
Oh, God, now you're being crazy. Yeah.
That is,
now you're trying to negotiate your salary with me. That's ridiculous.
That's not. That's working. If it's not. So
what are you watching the news for? What are you doing, prep?
What? Yes. How else am I supposed to have a conversation with you about anything? You have to have some knowledge about something, and that's part of watching the news and keeping up on certain trends and things that are going on in the world. Okay, I will how about this? I will only talk about my life. I will never share any of my opinions about anything ever because that's not working, right?
Finally.
Okay.
I
hate it here so much.
This is not a real job. It's not like a regular job.
Yeah, you're right. I don't, yes, you're right. I should just definitely go get another job. So someone want to jump in their car and come this way? I'm leaving.
Wow.
But I'm saying this is a job.
I liked it better when you were coming here to vacuum.
But like when you work a job, you're supposed to get paid. This is a job. I get paid.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah.
You're handsomely compensated for the work that you do.
I am not handsomely compensated.
I disagree.
Okay.
Wholeheartedly.
You're
when was the last time you made that salary?
I think you said ate that celery. I was like, what?
Somebody's hungry.
Yeah, it was some time ago. Yeah. It was some time ago. But I don't. I don't want to get into it.
Yeah. How many hours do you work?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably about the same.
Are you including watching Dr. Phil and Jeopardy and news and stuff?
I don't consider those part of the work.
You just work 4 hours.
It, though.
Yeah.
If you talk about it.
Yeah, but I don't consider that work. That's life experience. Life experience parlays itself into the show, and that's not work. I wouldn't be considered watching the news work.
So you only work 4 hours?
No, I come back in here several times during the day and do things and prep and do commercials and all sorts of stuff.
What is prep? Watching news, reading articles.
Yeah, but I'm specifically doing it and taking notes and doing stuff for the show, and not just watching it casually and being like, "This is work."
Okay. Yep, that's what I said.
You made it like you were
nailed it.
Yeah. Like you were tuning into ABC Action News and be like, I gotta go, Chad, I gotta go do some work now.
Yep. Okay.
Don't bother me while I'm working.
Like Carmen's reading People magazine while she's taking a poop. She's like, this should count towards my work time.
A charity working with homeless people over in New Zealand unknowingly gave out candies filled with meth.
What?
After they were,
I didn't know you could buy those.
Yeah.
they were donated by a member of the public. Yeah.
Awesome.
They were like, I'm going to get these homeless people wild. 3 people were actually hospitalized and released later on, though.
Man, I couldn't imagine accidentally taking meth and not knowing, and then all of it just being super sped up and being like, I have so many business ideas.
You guys feel hot? I feel hot. I don't know what's going on.
So many business ideas.
Yeah.
I think I figured something out.
Yeah.
How long does it take meth to kick in?
I don't know.
I would think that's
15,
pretty immediate.
20 minutes.
Yeah, I would think that's pretty immediate.
Yeah, I think it's fast.
Depends on how you take it.
Yeah.
How'd you take it last?
I don't do meth. I had a buddy that did.
But you
yeah,
have.
no, I have
Never?
not done
Never?
meth. No,
You sure?
dude. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, absolutely.
I thought drug guy. What?
Smoke it? You never smoked it?
What? No.
Never smoke it?
No.
That's crack.
What?
I don't know.
What do you
I
mean you
thought
don't know?
those EDM festivals and Okeechobee
everybody else
festivals.
taking the
That's what everybody
ecstasy
does
and
with those
stuff.
things.
What the
Yeah.
hell's wrong
No,
with these
meth
people?
makes you like really paranoid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Like there's this girl that keeps popping up that she's always talks about how she used to talk to people. She's like a recovering addict, and she used to be a meth head, and she would clean the whole house and then talk to the corner.
We should have her come over here and do chores.
I'll get it.
I
Maybe
would
that's
start
it.
like those Okeechobee festivals. People just open their hand and it's just a handful of pills.
Yeah, just swallow them.
Just random. You don't even know what
It's like
it is.
8 vitamins and 1 brown acid.
You take the orange one, the red one, the blue one, the white
It's
one.
like the first week you meet a guy and you say you have a headache, and he pulls out a napkin out of his pocket with like 18 different pills in it and goes, "I think this one's Excedrin."
Right.
They were all of some form of ibuprofen. that I had.
That's
I'm sure they were.
not how you do that.
I'm not that type of guy. But you're not wrong, but I've never done that. Yeah.
Napkin drugs.
Yeah.
Speaking of meth, more than 2,300 pounds of meth were found hidden in celery in a Georgia farmer's market. They had to throw all the celery away because there was meth hidden inside of it.
How do you hide it?
It's a stock. It's one.
I
shove
thought
it down
like
in there, maybe?
individual. I'm an idiot.
They're injecting it into the veins of the celery. Yeah, I don't know. A 48-year-old man in Iowa was arrested for attempted murder after he shot his father in the face during an argument where the dad accused him of what? The dad accused the son of something so heinous that he shot his dad in the face.
Eating his leftovers.
Eating his leftovers.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Slept with his dog.
Slept with his dog.
Dog?
Yeah.
Had naked pictures of his girlfriend on the phone.
Pictures of the girlfriend.
Yeah.
Refused to do chores around the house.
His son. That makes sense. A family member. Carmen, any guess?
Stole some meth candy.
During an argument where his dad accused him of having stinky feet.
Oh, my dad accused me of stinky feet one time. He made me leave my shoes outside and made me soak my feet in water bleach.
That tracks.
Yeah, because I did. I wore my Don Johnson Crockett shoes with no socks, and they smelled really bad.
The topsiders?
I don't
Like this.
the white ones.
I had
woven leather?
the boat shoes. The leather.
Oh yeah.
I used to have those and then wore them without socks. Oh my god,
awful smell.
brutal. Yeah.
Jesse, good morning. You're on the Mike Calta Show.
Hey, good morning, guys. Hey, I got a little support for Carmen here. I was just listening to you guys, and I'm totally with her. Like, if she has, I know she's technically part-time, but
she's not.
the overkill.
Hold on.
I'm not.
She's not part-time. She's full-time, buddy.
I'm full time.
Okay, but she's not compensated right.
Of course she is. You have no idea what she makes.
So, Carmen, do you feel that you're properly compensated?
Who does? What employee are you going to ask if they're properly compensated? And they go, yeah, I get enough money. Nobody ever says that.
I do.
What do you do for a living?
I'm an engineer.
Yeah, and what are you making? And nobody knows who you are. You could say what you make.
130.
And what did you go? How many years did you go to school?
4. I got a 4-year degree, but I went for 6.
How many hours a week do you work?
Yeah.
40.
All right, so you're doing the minimum that you need to do. But okay, yeah, you're. I mean, I don't know what you do for a living, but that's interesting that you think that that's all you're worth.
I mean, I could probably do more, but I'd say for the effort that I put in and for the things that I do, I'd say yeah, that's pretty fair. Okay. Like, I'm not looking for side gigs and stuff like that.
Right. So you're content with what you're doing. All right. So what is your advice for Carmen?
So I wanted to say, Carmen, have you ever asked for a raise or maybe made a presentation to your boss, explaining why you deserve more?
I was in that mode, and I was going to, and basically we were told that we were not getting our annual bumps this year. So basically, there was no point in asking for more money.
Well, Bumsky.
Okay, I would say so. I've been in that situation, and I've made a presentation, asked my boss for more money, and he agreed, and I just got more money. Basically, we agreed on a salary, and that was it.
Well,
so I'm in a different field, but I think it's worth your time.
As our immediate supervisor, I say no bump for you. Right. Thank you, sir.
It's going to be tough.
Appreciate the call, Jess.
Trust me.
I mean, I feel like you could be doing more.
I know you do.
Yeah. I mean, not more work, more to you could be doing more with your job to make more money.
Right, and but that's what I'm saying. Side hustles with
not just side hustles. You could be doing things within your job. Like, you are the only girl at the station, so therefore you should be doing every endorsement that is female leaning.
Right, but the problem with that is our endorsement schedule is full told to me by our upper management is that like we don't have any more room for endorsements and commercials. And again, this. Okay, cool. So I'm just making this up. I pulled this out of thin air.
No, we're saying they lied to you.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm saying. So when everything is. That like if that's what I'm being told, there's no room for more endorsements. Then what can I do? Then you go to the side hustle.
Also, you do know Monica works there too,
right? But there's two girls on the whole station
in a different capacity.
Again,
Carmen is the only female on the #1 morning show in the entire market.
Plus, she's taller.
Way taller.
And my only endorsement is T right now.
Yeah, that's absurd to me.
Right. And but again, like the opportunities that come, I'm like low on the list. Like you're number one, obviously.
But that should not be. You should be. There should be things for you that are not even in my realm. You know what I mean?
I agree, and that's just. And then that's where it comes to sales doing that, and then the sales are like, "Well, bring us endorsement ideas," and then you bring endorsement ideas, and then it's like, "Well, I'm doing your job for you," and they're like, "Yeah, well, we'll get it," and then they give it to somebody else. So it's just the system of the sales and this and that, whatever.
Carmen, I'm back. You won me over. I think you deserve more money now.
Thank you.
Right.
Again,
you're in a dead end shuffle. If I were you, I'd go work with Kayla at the golf club.
I'm just saying, I'm not asking to be like overly compensated or anything crazy. I would like a livable wage. I would like to be able, if me and Chad were not together, and this is not like something that I'm hoping for. I want to stay with Chad, but if me and Chad were not together, I would want to make a wage that I could just live off of my wage here. And I think that would be fair.
Will you have to return your new floors if Chad moves out?
I'm going to have to do some dirty stuff to Dino.
How do you think I pay him?
Yeah, he told me. Where do you think I got the idea?
A police officer over in Scotland sexually assaulted 4 women on the same night he was being honored for heroic acts of bravery.
Yeah,
a real hero.
So brave.
Oh boy, different kind of Dexter. A high school basketball coach from Maine may have broken a Guinness World Record by sinking how many 3-pointers in 1 hour?
In an hour?
1 hour.
High school kid?
High school coach. Basketball coach. High school basketball coach from Maine had made how many 3-pointers in 1 hour?
2 a minute, 130, I'll say.
130.
Ooh, 1,000.
1,000.
Is that
in a row? Or
no, just in an hour, just shooting
100.
100?
1,200.
1,200. Carmen, you played ball. What do you got?
You're a baller.
I'm trying to think. In an hour, let's go 500.
500. Wow. Actually went just a little bit over, Joe, but 1,134.
Really?
So that's almost 10 per minute. It's almost
Pretty
10
good.
per minute.
I thought 2 per minute.
And he's just a high school coach?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And was it just him, or was someone feeding him?
I'm sure they were feeding him.
Either feeding him or probably had the racks set up where you just go around, shooting around the top of the key and stuff.
Probably could have made more if he wasn't eating while he was shooting.
No.
Stop feeding. According to a study, people around the 2 ages, 44 and 60, experience rapidly changing age-related molecules. So when you're around, mid-40s and you turn 60 and you feel weird, this is probably why.
Sped up molecules?
Yeah, feeling over the hill. It says changing age-related molecules. So scientists at Stanford University tracked age-related changes over 135,000 types of molecules in microbes from over 100 adults. They found that the shift in their numbers, increasing or decreasing, did not occur gradually over time, but clustered around those 2 ages. So around 44 and 60 is whenever you have those problems.
Give you the double whammy.
Yeah. So age 44 included those in molecules related to the metabolism of alcohol in fats and stuff. So whenever 44, you're like, I can't drink like I used to. Well, that's why.
Yeah.
For age 60, notable changes were observed in molecules related to immune regulation, kidney function. So if you're peeing a lot or if you're getting sick a lot, metabolism, carbohydrates, if you're getting fat around your stomach and everything in your 60s, well, that's why.
When I'm in my 60s, I'm drinking every night.
Yeah?
Every night before I go to bed, I'm having at least a martini or an old fashioned or something. Yeah, I want a nice little Deep
See,
sleep.
that's not a good thing, though.
Why?
Because you start later in life, so your body's not used to it, and it's already deteriorating. It's already going down.
I'm starting my exit at 60.
Yeah.
But you always talk about how you want to like live longer and live
Yeah,
forever.
but I've come to accept the reality.
Sounds like she's saying you should start drinking now,
Exactly. You need to start drinking earlier, so your body's young and can actually like fight through all those things.
Prime the pump.
Yeah.
Exactly.
My body is still sore from the Limp Bizkit mosh pit, and that was over a week ago now. I am not even kidding.
That's wild.
My knee still hurts. And my elbow hurts.
Carmen, I noticed you took a day off yesterday from working out.
Yeah, well, yesterday was my rest day from the gym, and then I had a meeting after work. And by the time
what kind of meeting did it?
It was with Tiza, nothing crazy. It was just they had some ideas they wanted to run by and see if like the station would be interested. So now I got to take those ideas to John and whatever. So I did that.
The salesperson for Tiza?
Chris.
Why are you doing all the work?
I'm not.
Take the goddamn ideas over there.
Yeah.
Well, no, this was like the Tiza people actually reached out to me and they wanted to make sure that I was comfortable before they pitched it.
Because Chris is no good, so they reached out to you.
Oh, man.
Right to the talent.
Yep.
They wanted to see what I was comfortable with and if I thought it was a good idea.
We got to go around this guy.
Yeah, cut out the middleman.
Before they brought it, and I told them
Put one in your mouth and one in your butt.
Yeah. Do they have peanut butter Tiza flavor?
No, not yet. We're working on it though.
Oh.
Nice.
Maybe.
Yeah, Carmen flavor.
We're maybe working on like a Carmen Puck or like a bone thing, maybe
nice.
a little fusion.
I put Carmen's puck in my mouth.
And listen, I got lunch out of the deal, so of course
Nice.
I'm gonna say yes.
I'd try your fusion.
I thought you broke your walking pad.
So that's what everyone thought because I had the out of order. But the reason why I used that is because the burger was in it. It was just like the best little image, that they had, the GIF or whatever.
I'm just saying, I went to the gym yesterday. It made me feel good that you didn't work out and I did.
Well, again, I go to the actual gym and lift heavy 4 days a week. The walking pad is just something I do at home, which I did get up and walk a mile this morning.
You lift heavy, Carmen? What are you trying to put on size?
Bulk up.
Well, honestly, I just haven't been able to lose weight. So they say the one way to like jumpstart that is to put on muscle.
Carmen's just going to become a power lifter.
I'm going to be huge.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, muscle mommy.
Carmen's going to be dropping the weights and taking her weight belt off, looking around.
Hey, listen, if you do get that big, will you carry me like a baby?
Of course.
Yeah.
Listen, I've been I can pick up Chad, so I know I can pick you.
Oh,
That's my favorite. That's my favorite thing to do when he's annoying me. Pick him up.
By the way, there's your Tiza flavor, muscle mommy.
Maybe throw in some pads and go run a couple plays with the football team.
Muscle mommy or old salami. One of those.
Hey.
Steve, good morning. You're on the Mike Calta Show. What's up, Steve?
Hey, Mr. Calta. How you doing today, sir?
Good. What's up, buddy?
I was just calling about the conversation you guys are having with Carmen with the Calta Show budget, we'll call it.
No.
I'm just confused. I watched this show grow over the years from an afternoon show, and there was less than a handful of people in there. You got moved to mornings. You've added a couple people, Gio's in there. You added Pat kind of, or at least put him on the payroll or something. The Spanish have a college degree.
What?
Do you have a college degree?
No.
He's asking.
So Carmen has a college degree. Run everything in the building. What is she not doing that Spanish does? She not call 2 people a week and book him on the show to get his pay.
Yeah, but you're assuming
like Gio 5% of it.
You're
What did I
assuming that
do?
Spanish makes more money than Carmen, sir.
I haven't even said anything.
And
I don't care
Spanish
how-
cleans the garage, sir.
Yeah.
That's way more important than I
The
do.
show is a production. That is a fact.
You're assuming that Carmen
If
doesn't
Carmen
make...
leaves, the show shuts down for a day, sir.
Steve, stop talking for a second and listen.
She's totally going to bang you, bro.
You're assuming that Spanish makes more money than Carmen.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying the money that he is paid is wasted. It should be given to somebody doing their job,
So you're
and the
saying-
show won't be affected if Spanish is gone. If Carmen leaves, the show is affected. If she left the show today, it matters the second she leaves right now. If Spanish leaves, the show just goes on. No one cares.
Wow.
Technically.
That's not
I
true.
agree too.
That's not
it was
true.
Spanish?
No, that's not true,
Joe,
Steve.
Dropping the
bye, guys.
mic.
No, that's not true, Steve.
I dropped the mic.
Yeah, well, if that was true, Steve, they wouldn't have sent numerous search parties looking for me when I went missing.
It's
so
true. We
in
just
your
let him
face.
wander.
In
We
your
just let
face,
him wander.
Steve. In your face. Idiot.
He's saying that you bring nothing to the show.
Okay.
And that your money should be given to Carmen so that she can make a better wage.
I get it.
Yeah, well, I mean, Carmen, in all honesty, you could have that money because it doesn't really change my life. No, I'm totally kidding. But it is minuscule. But yeah, no, I mean, I don't agree with Steve. I know you bust my balls a lot and tell me that I don't do anything ever. I'm not perfect. I do make mistakes.
Also, and this isn't directed at you or Carmen, just in general. Nobody's forcing you to work here. You can go, if you're not happy with the salary that you get in this job, why not go get another job?
Chase your dreams.
And I will say this, listen, this is partially due to inflation. Inflation is crazy. If like inflation wouldn't have gone up so high, my salary,
So last year you were happy with your salary, this year you're
No,
not.
I'm saying inflation has been crazy for the past 3 to 4 years. So it's been with inflation, and like with inflation, my salary has not gone with inflation. So before inflation, I was able to live and not have to have a second job and not have to have a side hustle is what we're calling it, which is a second job. But because of inflation going and my salary remaining, I am not able to live without a side hustle.
I feel like you're saying inflation a lot.
Well, inflation, but it's crazy, you know?
I like the idea where we just get rid of Spanish.
Why did I get brought into this?
Steve had a point.
It's between you and Carmen. I didn't do anything.
I also love that they have it drilled into our minds that if you have to have a second job, you can call it a side hustle, and that makes it better somehow.
No, it's a second job.
Yeah.
Like that's what it is.
That's
it really
wild.
is.
That is wild.
Yeah, but question is, if you're not making enough from this job, then go get a job. I don't mean you, Carmen. I'm just saying go get a job that pays you what you think that you're worth.
So I will say this because I'm not making enough, and I know this. I went and got my license in adjusting. I got my insurance license, so hopefully this storm season I will be able to make enough.
You will all lose your roofs.
I'm praying your houses fall down.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? But that way during the summer, that way I don't have to have a second job year round. I can work 2 to 3 months out of the year to supplement the income that I need.
Or you could just win the bone bonus.
You're right.
Here we go, Bone Fam. The Bone Bonus. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine. Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is...
eat. This hour's keyword is eat. Head to the 1025 The Bone app now and enter EAT, E-A-T, before 30 minutes past the top of the hour, and that $1,000 bone bonus could be yours.
Carmen, now I'm thinking that this insurance thing is going to take away from the show.
Of course, because that's the other thing. How can I can't have a second job because God forbid that takes away from the work I do at home. That's not really work. That's work everyone. Oh, I hate it here. It's very frustrating.
Well, I have some good news for you, Carmen. Today is National Relaxation Day.
That makes everything better.
That helps.
Take it easy.
Everybody calm down.
Yeah. You can borrow my hammock.
Take it easy.
I have my own thing.
And I also think this is going to make you happy because there's one thing on this list that makes me very happy. Taco Bell is testing a new nostalgic menu at 3 locations in California with one popular item from each decade. From the 60s, bringing back the tostada. From the 70s, the green burrito. From the 80s, my number one, Mexi Melt.
Yes.
I love it. And from the 90s, the beef gordita supreme. Early 2000s, the caramel apple empanada.
Yeah.
So they're hoping to offer them nationwide. If they could do successful out there, then they go nationwide and they have one from each decade. Mexi Melt was the greatest thing. That
What
was good.
What was it?
The double decker.
See if you can figure out what the Mexi Melt was. It's a tortilla with beef, cheese. It has the whatchamacallit, the diced up like tomatoes.
So it's like
and
a
stuff.
burrito?
The gallo.
Yeah, but and sour cream. Yeah, pico de gallo. That's
They
it.
basically have that. It's like a 5-layer burrito.
Whoa.
Yeah, but then they got beans and stuff on there and all that different stuff. It was perfect. It was perfect. They were 99 cents. They were the best thing in the world.
I'd eat 4 of them right now.
Oh,
my
easy.
God. Taco Bell's so good.
Yeah.
My wife got a text. It said, "Good morning. This is Sergeant Gordillo of the Marines. I'm reaching out to discuss career and educational opportunities for Joseph Calta. This is something that interests you, blah, blah, blah. Please feel free to reach it." So my wife wrote, stop, like thinking it was a
automated
thing. The guy wrote back, all right, my bad. To which Amanda wrote back, over and out.
10-4.
Yeah, you can get my kid. Sorry, Marines.
Yeah.
Happening.
Carmen, do you have the taps music there? Can we get a little taps music? We got some people passing away over here. Actress Gina Rollins from The Notebook, the old lady from The Notebook, and Woman Under the Influence, a bunch of different stuff. She passed away. She was 94 years old.
It's a good age. She probably started drinking martinis in her 60s.
You know she died?
Notebook?
Alzheimer's.
Just like
the
Notebook.
movie, yeah.
That's too bad.
No,
she didn't even know she was in it. Also, you know who else died? Wally Amos.
Oh.
Founder of Famous Amos Cookies, passed away on Tuesday at the age of 88.
Didn't you think he was dead already?
I did.
Dick Gregory died, and I thought that was...
He launched the company in L.A. in 1975 after working as a talent agent with William Morris for a long time. Singers Marvin Gaye and Helen Reddy actually loaned him the money to open his first store.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Those cookies.
Because he made those cookies, and the smell of them, and they would come in, and the people would go crazy over them, and then they gave him the money to go start the Famous Amos Cookies.
That's awesome.
And I will tell you this, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again, one of the funniest things you will ever see on television ever is the Famous Amos episode of Taxi.
Yep. Yeah.
It is one of the funniest things ever written and performed ever. And back in the day, Famous Amos appeared to Locke while he was high, and he... because he wanted to be like Famous Amos, and they had to lower him in, and you just see the cords lowering him into the. It's hilarious. It's one of the funniest things. I don't know if it's on YouTube or wherever. I would seek it out and watch it. Famous Amos episode of Taxi is one of the funniest things you'll ever see.
Very funny.
Yeah.
Do we know if Auntie Anne is still alive?
For the pretzels?
Yeah.
I don't
There's
know.
no way.
She deserves some sort of award if she is.
100%.
I heard she died and they could not fit her in her casket, so they had to twist her. 6
to 9, Galvin's out.
Carmen.
Yes.
Got an offer for a side hustle for you.
Okay, what's up?
Tom the Tree Man said you could be his assistant for setting up Pipple Toddler gigs if you'd like.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, boss.
Do I have to go to the gig?
Yeah, you just got to show up to set up and then come back to break it down
And
afterwards.
sit out in the van.
Yeah, you don't have to watch the show.
Oh, okay.
Here's a name we haven't heard for a little while: Colin Kaepernick, who is 36 years old, still wants to play football in the NFL,
Yeah.
in the Olympics. The former San Francisco 49ers quarterback who last played in the NFL in what year?
Oh, man.
Kaepernick.
What are we in now?
It's 2024.
2016.
2015.
2013.
2020.
Carmen? 2016.
Yeah,
you got it. Was asked about the possibility of playing flag football at the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics. He says, and this is, I'm quoting him, hopefully we'll be out there. We're going to work on some things. See if we can make it in there. Is he one of those?
I don't know.
Is he one of those they, thems?
They, them.
But we'd love to be out there.
Lost his mind.
Give it up. It's over.
Yeah.
It's over. You haven't played since 2016. You weren't. I mean, you made it in the NFL, but then
you had your run.
Yeah,
you had your run. It's time to wrap it up.
Although, I said maybe retired, guys from the NFL could play in the flag football. So who knows?
But you also
or go to Canada.
As Carmen would say, you side hustled it into a Nike endorsement afterwards. Yeah. You're not playing, made you more money than playing did. So
and you could coach and you can do speaking engagement.
Well, didn't Jim Harbaugh say that he would hire him as a coach? That he'd be an excellent coach. Yeah. So yeah, he's got plenty of opportunities. But you also don't want to be that guy that goes, "No, I'm too old." So he's going to keep saying, "Yeah, whatever."
But he is too old.
Yeah, 36. I mean, who knows?
36 and hasn't played.
Yeah,
right.
36 for the NFL is old.
Right.
Lotta Glazer, who is on Broad City, Broad City from Comedy Central. She says, well, I'm sorry. They say being pregnant made her realize she's non-binary. She said being pregnant on paper was the most female thing I could ever do, but it actually highlighted both the masculine and feminine inside me.
Bro.
You're pregnant. Wow. Guess what you are? You're a lady.
Yeah. She probably had a masculine inside her.
Yeah.
That's probably why she felt it.
Happened.
Yeah.
We talked about this guy being very intelligent, and he was on Jeopardy and did very well. Well, now he took his skills over to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
I saw it last night.
Ike Barinholtz.
Yeah.
And his father became the first pair to win the $1 million prize.
Oh, did they go all the way to the $1 million?
Got the $1 million on the revamped Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Who's the host? Is it
Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, boo.
Jimbo Kimmel.
He cries after every question. It's terrible.
He actually did a really good job. They had the two guys on from Zach Braff and
Scrubs.
Oh, yeah.
Scrubs guys.
Yeah.
They were on. And they've been doing celebrity teams. The other day they had Little Dicky on and some guy that's on his show with him. And
Gator.
Yeah, it was. It's all right to watch. I find myself to feel real stupid during Who Wants to Be a Millionaire because I know the answer, but I'm paranoid about saying it. So I always feel like I would screw it up right out of the gate.
The clip came up of remember the first guy that wound up winning the million on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and he does the phone a friend and calls his dad and says, I don't really have to ask you. I just want to let you know I'm about to win $1 million. The question that he answers is so easy. I forget what it is, but it was something
that you could figure out.
I want to say it was something like, who said I am not a crook? And it was different answers and Nixon, whatever. And it was like one of those where it was just so obvious, so blatantly obvious. For the top question, I was like, wow, was it that easy?
I get mad at Jeopardy when they have double Jeopardy questions that are like so. The daily doubles are so easy, and I'm like, that's a daily double. It worth $1,200. You got to be kidding me.
But I feel like they do that to make sure someone gets it. You know what I mean? Like like for Sporcle, for the extra question, I always make sure I know you guys are going to know the answer,
right?
Because it's a tie. It's for the because it's a tiebreaker, so it has to be answerable, right?
But
be
also,
able to be answered.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was in 1999, and the question was, in what movie did the infamous gunfight at the OK Corral take place?
So that's the Kurt Russell there. What is that movie?
Tombstone?
Tombstone.
Tombstone was the answer.
That was the question?
Tombstone, Arizona, yep.
Oof.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy.
Yeah, I feel like when you make it that far, they want you to win.
What are the choices?
It doesn't say.
Because that would have been because it would have been like Tombstone, Battle at the OK Corral, and you're like, oh wait a second, maybe that was
Annie
a different
Oakley
movie.
or something. Yeah, but
it gets you thinking.
Finally in news, Ray Gunn, a.k.a. Rachel Gunn, the Australian breakdancer, instantly became a viral sensation, but alongside widespread mockery of Gunn herself, runs speculation that Gunn's presence at the games had to be some sort of mistake or even corruption. So it says, surely this couldn't be the best that Australia had to offer. And how did Ray Gunn wind up in the Olympics? When, for example, last weekend, the Melbourne couple of B-girls were serving the moves and doing all the different stuff. Following her appearance at the Olympics, a petition circulated claiming without sources that Gunn and her husband, breaking coach Samuel Free, had manipulated the entire WDSF system in order to gain the spot at the Olympics. Because it was like, there's no way she beat anybody. She got a 0. Like, how is she in the Olympics? How is this even possible? But they say the petition falsely claimed that Gunn had judged herself at the qualifying competition, despite the judges' list of the event being readily available for everyone. So they're just saying that she did it.
If this turns out that she did this like Ali G, where she faked this whole
Best
thing,
ever.
this would be one of the most brilliant pranks ever performed.
But here's the problem is that she, like a lot of people are coming out and saying you shouldn't be mocking her and all this stuff. And they're saying like mental health awareness and stuff. So I think maybe she's
a professor.
Yeah.
She's like, she's super smart.
Right? Yeah.
She's a professor of body movement or something. I don't know. She got in the Olympics. She may be good at figuring out how to get into things.
I don't know, dude. I'm telling you, if it turns out that this lady is just pulling one over everybody, it'll be one of the most brilliant pranks ever performed. She made it to the Olympics and then danced like a goddamn like a shivering dog.
But if there was corruption and like they paid their way or they knew the person who was judging, but like think about all the people that she took away that opportunity from, because now she's a household name.
Still,
she's probably going to get endorsements from it, but she took that away from someone who actually could dance.
She could be facing some legal ramifications for sure. But if she did it and did it as a prank joke, it's brilliant.
The movie rights are where she's going to get paid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
That is the
you see,
absolute
Rachel Dratch did it on,
Yeah.
on the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
And she's so funny, and she nailed it. She looks just like it.
So Gunn came out and said, what I wanted to do was come out here and do something new and different and creative. That's my strength, my creativity. She said, I was never going to beat these girls on what they do best.
So she's no creativity. All she did was touch her toes.
Yeah.
But that's also a weird thing because for the most part, the Olympics, the sporting games are, you're the fastest. You scored the most points. You did this. There are some things that are interpreted, you have to interpret it, or the judges score, like the floor routine in gymnastics.
Right.
Even though you're going through and doing stuff and you have to hit these certain moves, it's still how you do it and the style that you do it. And then, so there's a little bit of that. But like breakdancing, it's like, I don't know, I guess this one's better or whatever. But clearly, the girl that she beat to get into the Olympics was if you saw her breakdancing, you'd go, holy cow, look at the stuff she's doing. And then if you saw this one, you'd go, oh no.
No.
Yeah.
Like if we find out she was mentally challenged, this would make so much more sense.
Right?
Yeah. And then you'd be like, hey,
she's brave.
she did good. Yeah.
Brave.
So
brave.
So
Right.
brave.
Right.
Yeah. Well, there you go. So,
I'm telling you right now, if she comes out and says, in 2024 we pulled off one of the greatest pranks ever, I think that it's worth whatever trouble she
are
gets
you waiting
into.
for her and for what's his name with Loserville to come out? Corey
Loserville
Feldman?
and Snooki? I still wait for the entire cast of Jersey Shore to be like, I'm a trained actor and this was my
You're right,
prank
though.
that we pulled.
The internet says that she is a professor in the Department of Media, Communications, Creative Arts, Language, and Literature at Macquarie University.
Yeah,
in,
that's a legit job.
Australia, yeah.
So she's
I thought she had her degree in body movement or something.
Yeah, I
No.
thought it was like dance specific.
I don't. This is Wikipedia, so
she changed her Wikipedia.
Yeah,
now, too.
I know.
She's
People can edit that.
It's so elaborate. She's got the Wikipedia change and everything. That's so funny.
wild.
Yeah. I love it.
Well, there you go. That is, because this one says she has a bachelor's degree in contemporary music, graduating PhD in cultural studies.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you
So
go.
I don't know.
That's wild.
Get it, Dr. Raygun.
Well, there you go. That is it for news.
All right. Thank you, Galvin. We will take a break. 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. Can we play a little Whose Tweet Is It when we come back?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk to Cody Tucker, and we will do that next on 102.5 The Bone. All right, now we welcome back to the show a gentleman we have on every Thursday. This is Cody Tucker. You can find him on Instagram at The Cody Tucker Show. Cody, how are you, buddy?
Hey, man, I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. What do we got today?
All right, so I got some more movie casting close calls.
Love it. Love it. Go ahead.
Perfect. So in 1946, Orson Welles tried making the very first Batman movie with Gregory Peck as Batman.
That would have been cool.
Yeah, good.
Patti LaBelle turned down Whitney Houston's role in The Bodyguard. Josh Brolin's role in No Country for Old Men was meant for Heath Ledger. Mark Wahlberg's role in The Departed was meant for Ray Liotta. The person who was supposed to direct Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, but turned it down, was David Lynch. One of the people who auditioned to play the role of Rose in Titanic was Madonna. Tim Burton's first choice to play Willy Wonka in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory was Marilyn Manson. Sharon Stone's role in Basic Instinct was turned down by Demi Moore, who also turned down the role of Ginny in Forrest Gump. And the person who turned down Arnold Schwarzenegger's role in Kindergarten Cop was Bill Murray.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting. Can you imagine Marilyn Manson as Willy Wonka?
Oh,
that would have been terrifying and awesome at the same time.
Yeah.
Holy. All right, Cody Tucker, you can check him out on Instagram. He does all sorts of short videos like this, and he also has the Cody Tucker Show. Who is the chick you were talking to the other day? I saw there was a thing with you and some chick. Is that a porn chick?
Probably Leah Winters. That's who I had most recently. But I've had, quite a few lately.
Yeah.
I was waiting for me no, that was my sister.
No, my bad. All right, Cody, thank you, buddy. We'll check in with you next week.
Thanks, man. Y'all have a good one.
See ya. I love his stuff, man. Wow. So now I have to try and remember all the things he just said so I could try and visualize it in my head.
Demi Moore is Jenny.
Yeah.
Forrest Gump.
Yeah, and Basic Instinct. Bill Murray in Kindergarten Cop makes sense.
Would have been good.
It was comedy, totally understandable.
I could see Madonna as in Titanic.
Yeah.
Because right around that time she did A League of Their Own, and she was pretty good in that. So I could see her doing that.
Yeah.
You got to think Madonna back then, not Madonna now.
Right, yeah, that's a big thing. There was always rumors, and I don't know whether he debunked it or not, about who they wanted for, or who was up for the part in Terminator instead of Arnold Schwarzenegger was O.J. Simpson.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know whether James Cameron ever said that was true or not.
I don't know that it necessarily came down to like O.J. trying out for it. I think somebody wanted it. They wanted a big hulking guy, and O.J. was an athlete who was doing movies at the time. I mean, he did the airplane movies, and he did not airplane, Naked Gun. Yeah. So they probably thought he'd be good. And keep in mind, at the time, O.J. Simpson was one of the biggest guys. You know what I mean? He was one of O.J. Simpson's dead. That's weird to think about.
Yeah,
right. Like for a second, it just hit me. I was like, oh yeah, he died. That's right. I forgot about that. In enjoying the pits of hell or frolicking in heaven?
I don't believe that.
Yeah.
I mean, guilty or not guilty is basically what I'm saying.
Oh, he was guilty.
Yeah.
He was guilty.
Nah.
Oh, come on.
If the glove doesn't fit and he's trying to put it on,
and looking around,
weird. It doesn't fit.
What a show that was!
Oh.
What a circus, man!
Those from the start, from the Bronco to the trial,
everything
to the Kardashians.
Like I believe in our lifetimes, like we had our 9/11, and I think our kids had COVID. You know what I mean? And then there's secondary disasters, and that was the OJ thing for like
the OJ thing. Also was right in the middle of the NBA Finals, and that whole thing.
The Bronco chase was in the middle.
The Bronco chase is that's what I'm talking about.
Just moments in pop culture, it's up there for sure.
For sure.
I mean, that was one of the weirdest things we've ever seen in our lifetime.
I just saw a picture. You see these, they'll come out later on, whatever, a picture of a little kid in New York, and he's standing there and he's got his binoculars, and they're like, sightseeing and everything in the plane is going into the tower behind him. Like just at that time they took a picture. That's so wild.
I wonder if that happened, if OJ happens today with somebody else, if it would be the way the media works now and social media, if it would be as big of a story.
No, because that was such a huge celebrity story. Now there's so many celebrity stories.
Yeah, but it involved murder and almost decapitation.
No, I get that, but I'm saying
black guy and a white girl.
All of that was so salacious and such a big deal. Now you hear about celebrities stuff happening all the time.
Yeah.
That was kind of the precursor to all this was, hey, this gets ratings because it's got all the different stuff like you were saying. Celebrity. Yeah.
I think the 24-hour news cycle now just eats that up and spits it out in a week.
P. Diddy beat the hell out of a lady and supposedly he's banging all kind of stuff, and we're like, nobody even talks about it anymore.
Yeah.
The Island, Epstein's Island.
Where did you find out about OJ? Where were you when you found out about OJ?
I was working at the nightclub. I was bartending. We had the TV on for the basketball game, and then that broke in.
No, I've been talking about the murders.
Oh, whenever. Well, I don't know.
So I'd watched a movie about what's that guy? Jack the Ripper.
Yeah.
And I watched a movie about Jack the Ripper, and the movie and the documentaries and stuff, they make it seem like people knew Jack the Ripper but didn't know it was him. Like he was probably a doctor in the area or somebody in the medical field that had medical knowledge of the human body and the anatomy, and that nobody knew that was the guy. So this guy was like leading a double life. So I was thinking about like, what if somebody famous was also a serial killer? And I started thinking, like, if serial killers are mental and they don't pick it picks them, what if it was somebody famous who also happened to be? And the next day, I got up and I got in the shower and I was listening to Ron and Ron in the shower, and they kept talking about O.J. Simpson and murder, and I had to try and figure out what was going on because I was like late to the show.
Yeah.
And they weren't saying that he did it, but it was looking like he did it at the time, and I remember that's how he found out. And then I was in New York City watching the Knicks game at a bar called Australia's when the chase happened, and they broke into the game, and it it was a beautiful night, and all the doors were open to all the bars, and you could just hear all the bars down the block just start. Oh,
yeah. That's wild.
It was pretty amazing.
Well, the thing is, too, like Jack the Ripper, and they're like, he was genius and blah, blah, blah. Really? Anybody getting caught back then?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think about all the different murders and stuff that must have
And
happened.
also, he was killing like mostly hookers and
Right,
stuff
yeah.
like the people didn't care about.
Yeah.
So.
He was just considered a genius because they didn't know he was a doctor at the time.
Yeah.
So like the way he was killing people,
Right, yeah.
everyone was like, "How does he know?"
Forensics now is insane.
Yeah.
They
Right.
know every little thing.
I wonder. There's a couple of. I watched a documentary. There's a couple of people who say it was this one guy that they kind of have an idea who it was, but they don't really know, and we'll never know.
They never figured out Zodiac. They know who Zodiac is.
Yeah.
You know? That's interesting.
I thought
That's
didn't that guy get caught years later?
No.
Zodiac guy?
No.
Who's the guy that they caught like 30 years later?
Green River.
No. The Golden State killer.
Oh,
who
yeah.
wound up being a police officer, and they got him because of the DNA, because the Ancestry.com. They found somebody who was in his family, and then they figured it out from there.
Wow,
Yeah, because
that's
he was
crazy.
already old. So that guy was wild because he was a former police officer, and what he would do, he would break into places and mostly try and break in whatever was just a female, whatever. But there were times where it was the female and the husband were there, husband and wife, whatever. And he would take the husband, tie him up, put him in the living room, and then put silverware and dishes and stuff on him. And he goes, if I hear that move at all, I'll kill her. But I'm taking her back there to rape her.
Wow.
Meanwhile, you have to lay here and not do anything, because if you do anything, then I'm going to kill her and I'm going to kill you. But if you don't, then I'm just going to go back and rape her and stuff. Yeah. So
Damn.
how's that for a Sophie's Choice? Yeah. So he would do that, and he would get away all the time. And he didn't get caught until years later when he was way older. And it was because of the Ancestry.com.
Wow.
They figured out the DNA thing, and they figured out profile and who he would be. And they got a last name, and then they went through there. Yeah.
That's
wow.
crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Because they
crazy.
found there was something new with the DNA that they did, and were able to find that. Yeah.
Man.
I wonder. I keep checking my 23andMe, like something's gonna pop up, like a relative that I didn't know that I had, or I don't know, kid shows up and be like, "Hey, pops."
Oh man.
I don't know.
The crazy thing is they didn't even have the DNA stuff until the 80s. They didn't even have that until the 80s. So imagine how many people were falsely accused, because there are still people falsely accused all the time. They say that like 20% of the people that are in prison right now are innocent.
Yeah.
You had a line in Open Letter to the Old West, I think it was.
Oh, yeah.
When you were like, you don't like your wife and kids anymore? Just kill them and bury them.
Yeah.
Nobody know the difference.
No idea.
Yeah.
And you want land? Just take it. This is
Take it.
mine.
Yeah.
I claimed it.
That's funny.
Yeah.
All right, let's give some stuff away with a little game we like to play on this show called Whose Tweet Is It Anyway?
Let the tweeting begin. It's time to play Whose Tweet Is It Anyway? On the Mike Calta Show.
All right, Galvin's going to read a tweet that's been tweeted by a member of this on-air staff here at 1025 The Bone. He must get 3 in a row right to be correct, and we will pick a winner on the phone lines. There are a couple of lines open, 727-579-1025 or 800-771-1025. All right, Galvin, what do we got?
All right, your first tweet has a GIF of a guy doing this across the throat, like cutting someone's throat type of thing, and it says, people are only looking out for their, all capital letters, best interest when it comes to business. So make sure you go ear to ear on them when you get the opportunity.
Done.
Carmen's done.
Done.
Spanish done.
Done.
Mike's done. Gio's done. Carmen, you got in first. I'm going to ask you, whose tweet is that?
Mo.
You said it's Mo. Mike Calta, who you got?
Stupid tweet, stupid Mo.
Gio
Will.
and Spanish.
Will Kuntz.
That's no points. That is Dizzy.
Dizzy
putting it out
Ear
there.
to ear.
Ear to ear. Going ear to ear on people, yeah.
What kind of business does he do?
Weed.
I don't know.
Oh.
All right.
Sure. All right. Here is your next one. It says, hi, let's hang out on the radio today. I'm on at 1025 The Bone with lots of stuff to talk about. I hope you'll join me.
Done.
Done.
Mike's done. Gio's done.
One more time.
Hi, let's hang out on the radio today. I'm on at 1025 The Bone with lots of stuff to talk about. I hope you'll join me.
Done.
Spanish done. Carmen's done. Gio, whose tweet is that?
That is Drew Garabo.
You said it's Drew. Spanish, what do you got?
I also put Drew.
Carmen?
I said Mike O.
And Mike Calta.
I said Drew.
3 of you said Drew. 1 of you said Mike O. Carmen, you're wrong. Everybody else gets a point on that one. Yeah, very good.
It was the way you read it made me want to punch you in the face. I'm like, that's definitely Drew.
So I captured.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. This next one has a video of somebody on a raft floating down the street. This is obviously during the storm, Debbie, and it says Rushing River in St. Pete. Whose tweet is that? Rushing River in St. Pete.
Done.
Mike's done.
Done.
Spanish is done. Gio's done.
Done.
Carmen's done. Spanish. Whose tweet is that?
That is Dizzy.
You said it's Dizzy. Gio?
John Senning.
You said it's John Senning. Carmen, what do you think?
I said Corey Cardinal.
And Mike Calta?
St. Pete resident, Will Kuntz.
He says Will Kuntz.
I don't know that he lives in St. Pete.
One of you got it right. Gio has 2 points now. That was John Senning. John Senning. Very nice. All right, your next one. Right now, Gio has 2. Spanish has 1. Mike has 1. Carmen not on the board yet. This next one has a picture of a trivia play sheet. Okay? And it says, we know very little about very little.
Done.
Spanish is done. Gio's done.
For the win.
One more time.
It is a trivia play sheet that says, we know very little about very little.
Done.
Mike's done.
Done.
Gio's still done.
Done.
Carmen's done. Not happy about it. Carmen, no points on the board. Let's get some up there. Who you got?
He knows nothing. That's Dizzy.
You said it's Dizzy. All right. Mike Calta, what do you think?
Seems like a team trivia guy, Johnny B.
Johnny B. All right. Spanish, who you got?
I put Monica.
You say Monica. And Gio, possible FTW right here. Who you got?
Yeah, she's bar trivia all day. That's Monica.
All day bar trivia. Gio wins the game. That was Monica. Spanish had 2. Mike had 1.
Forgot about Monica.
Yeah.
Can we do one more?
We can. All right.
Pick a line there, Gio.
Line 6.
All right, hold on. Let me talk to line 6. Hi, good morning. Who's this?
Josh.
Josh, you're the first winner. I'm going to put you on hold. Carmen will get you when we're done, okay?
Let's go, Gio.
Yeah. You got it. All right. Go ahead.
All right. We're going to start round 2. We will start with this one here. It says, you ever get pushed into a road rage moment and then get home and go, quote, damn, I turned into the villain real quick.
Done.
Gio's done.
Also done.
Mike's done.
For the win.
Nope.
Done.
Done.
Carmen's done. Spanish is done. Gio, I will start with you. You won last game. Who you got for this one?
That is Dizzy.
You said it's Dizzy. Spanish?
I also said Dizzy.
Mike Calta.
Always the villain, Dizzy.
And Carmen.
I also said Dizzy.
Everybody said Dizzy. Wow, you guys think he's a villain, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
100%.
Everybody gets a point on that one. Very nice.
Dead giveaway.
All right, next tweet is, you can't go from a base jump, motorcycle, skydive, mountain bike, run, skateboard to this slow walk guy. Then it's got a rolling the eyes emoji, American flag, and the hashtag start him closer.
What?
I don't know what it means.
I know, this is about Tom Cruise in the Olympics.
Maybe. I don't know.
Done.
Tom Cruise did the base jump and then all that other stuff. Then I imagine there was something slow afterwards.
Spanish is done. You want it again?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
You can't go from a base jump, motorcycle, skydive, mountain bike, run, skateboard to this slow walk guy. Eye rolling, American flag, hashtag start him closer.
Done.
Done.
Carmen's done. Gio's done.
I'm done.
Mike Calta's done. Spanish, you got in first. Who you got?
I said that was Monica.
That's Monica. Mike Calta, what do you think?
I think he double dizzied us. I said that's Dizzy.
Oh, the old double dizzy. Carmen, who you got?
Emojica.
You said that's Monica. And Gio.
That's Monica.
Everybody says Monica.
Except
Mike
me.
says double dizzy. Mike, you're wrong. Everybody else got it right. That is Monica.
I'm losing my touch.
Yeah. Well, what can you do? Mike has 1. Everybody else has
I'll tell you what
2.
I could do. I could start using Twitter again.
Everybody has 2. This has a picture of a nice nature, some trees and rolling greens and stuff, and it has a elk out there, and it says, "There is so much natural beauty in our world. I enjoy reflecting on things I've been fortunate enough to witness, like this majestic elk grazing in the Rockies. Get off the internet and go outside.
Done.
Look around and soak in the splendor of nature."
Done.
Gio's done. Mike's done. Carmen's done.
Winner.
FTW.
Spanish done. Mike Calta. See if you can tie it up. Who you got?
I wanted to punch you. Drew.
You said that's true. Carmen.
Soaking up the nature.
FTW. Who you got?
He went there for his birthday. That's true.
Spanish. What do you think?
Also,
Should be on Sad Weirdos.
yeah. He's one of us, Drew.
And Gio could be back to back. Who you got?
Back to back. FTW. That's Drew.
That is true. Everybody got it
damn
right.
it.
Mike Kelta's out of the game. Spanish, Gio, and Carmen tied it up. So we go to another round.
I've got 6 straight, by the way.
That's pretty good.
Out. Yeah, that's good.
Not bad. Not
Pretty
bad.
good. Thank you, Joe. Yeah, you're welcome.
Good job. All right. I got to tell you, I'm looking around for some stuff here. I'm trying to find. Okay, here we go. This has a definition, the Merriam-Webster definition of fajitas, and it says, "But why was mine fajitas?" Question mark with a laughing emoji. I don't know what that means, but that's what it is. That's the tweet.
But why was mine fajitas?
But why was mine fajitas?
Question mark.
Right.
One more time.
It has the definition, Merriam-Webster definition, fajitas, and it says, "But why was mine fajitas?" Question mark.
Done.
And a laughing emoji.
Get it. I hate Twitter.
Gio's done.
Twitter,
Spanish is
stupid.
done. Carmen is done. All right. I am going to start with Carmen. Who you got?
That's Emojica.
You say that's Monica. All right.
She's Mexican.
Spanish. Who do you think it is?
I also said Emojica.
You said Mojica. And Gio, who you got?
Same.
Everybody said Monica? Everybody's right. Come on.
Yeah.
All right. Mexican.
There's an emoji in there.
Yeah, well,
And
I mean,
fajita.
it's not just her that does that, right?
Yes.
It is? She's the only one? She's got the market on it?
Yep.
All right, let's try another one. This one has a guy. It's a video of a guy talking about Guy Fieri with his chicken sandwich. It was $43 or something. This guy's he's just ripping into him. He's like, "F you, man. You're an idiot." Da, da, da. This, that. So it has that video, and then this person wrote, "You mad, bro?"
Done. For the win.
Gio's done.
Win.
Done.
Mike's out.
Done.
Carmen done. Spanish done. Spanish, who you got?
I said that was Dizzy.
You say Dizzy.
Wrong.
Carmen,
Dizzy.
who do you think it is?
Ethan.
You said it's Ethan.
Wrong.
Losers.
Gio could be back-to-back winner.
You're
Who you
all
got?
losers for the win. That is a stupid tweet from stupid ass Mo.
One of you just won the game. Again. Gio is your winner. I got to tell you, we found your niche, Gio.
Yeah.
This and burgers.
What are the year total, Spanish?
The year totals, you are the champion.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Well, Carmen's watching the news and trying to do extra work at home.
You know what?
Gio's on Twitter.
Always working.
Back to back. So what was that? How many questions in a row then?
I missed
was
one.
like 7
out
or
of-
8. Oh.
Yeah, so it was. I had 7 in a row at one point.
Yeah.
Wow,
and
that
then
was
missed
good.
the one.
Another line?
Yeah, pick another line there.
Line 12.
Okay.
I miss you, Tom.
Good morning. Who's this?
Sean.
Sean, you are the other winner. Please hold. Carmen will grab you here during the break, okay?
Alrighty, thanks.
All righty. Thank
What was
you.
your first line, Gio?
6.
6.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
6 from Colorado.
Yeah, I'm out of it today.
Baker Mayfield. Let's bake.
So if it's got an emoji, it's usually Monica.
Yeah.
If it's got any sort of flavor to it whatsoever, it's Dizzy.
Mm-hmm.
If it's about food, it's Johnny B. If it's long and you want to punch him in the face, it's Drew. Because, and I don't mean that. I guess I do mean it in a bad way, but I mean it like if it's so nice and happy that you just want to kick it, that's Drew.
There are a lot of tendencies you can pick up on.
Right.
Yes.
So it's when they vary from what we're used to that really throws us off. or when there's some that is too close, like a Mike Olivero and a Corey Cardinal.
Yeah.
Because Corey is like a disciple of Mike.
Yeah.
So
I can tell you, and I try to use it, and I try to use like everybody's different stuff. You'll notice sometimes you haven't heard from this person at all. Whatever it will, a lot of times will be something that's like,
political or some topical.
Yeah. I can almost never use spikes. Because it's always something 45. 45. It's like, all right,
Dead giveaway.
Yeah.
Why does he hate Trump so much?
A ton of reasons.
I know what. Usually it boils down to one thing.
No, I think it's everything. He just
Really?
hates everything Trump stands for. He hates everything Trump's done.
Ooh, by the way, I saw a thing with Eminem talking about Trump, and I was like, ugh, cry.
So they're saying that the Democrats are going to go. They're going to lean less celebrities because they don't want to be painted as like Hollywood elite is what you're going for. So they're not going to have as many celebrities. What I've read.
Yeah, I read that too.
For the DNC next week.
I think it's impossible to avoid that though, because so many people so many celebrities want to stump for the Democrat.
But also there was a really bad look when she had like Megan the Stallion at her rally. Everyone got really mad. They're like, so this is what we're trying to get votes on, people shaking their butts and twerking. I'm just saying, like, that's a lot of the Democrats were like, this is a bad look for our party.
Yeah, but then
to
they
have that
Kid
be
Rock,
a representative.
saying "S my D."
Listen,
Listen,
that's America.
There's no winning.
Yeah,
the more that she appeals to that audience, the better for her, because they're not voting for Trump. So if you can motivate those people to go out and vote for her,
that's what it is. You got to get people to actually
get out there,
want to vote.
Well, it's gonna be a weird next couple of months. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah.
What is the rapper kid, Donald Glover? What's he go by?
Childish Gambino.
Childish Gambino. That video, I saw part of it the other day. That kid's a genius.
Yeah.
He really is.
He's
Like,
very
because
smart.
he's a really good actor. He's very funny. He does a bunch of different stuff. But that whole thing, remember when that whole thing dropped and people are like losing their mind about it? It really is really different and good.
Oh, This Is America?
Yeah.
It goes deep. There's a lot of stuff in that. Like, he puts a lot of thought into it.
Yeah, it is pretty impressive for sure. That guy, and he does. Did you ever watch Atlanta?
No.
That's his show, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I know he writes for it. I don't know if it's his, but he writes on that show.
Yeah, but he's like the star and writes and does all that stuff. Yeah, but everybody says that's great.
Yeah,
That's a great
and he
show.
was a great Lando Calrissian.
Yeah,
He was.
Yeah,
man.
he really was.
So, and he was going to have his own movie or series, and they canceled it.
He's very likable.
Yeah.
And he got the Martian back from Mars. And
Like, he was great in that as well. He was, isn't he in a new show, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, like the TV series, Apple or something, whatever? Yeah. By the way, I watched the first 2 episodes. I think they have the whole thing out now. Presumed Innocent with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Any good?
Yeah, really good.
Okay.
Very much. Do you remember the show that was on HBO, The Night of?
Oh yeah, where they? Yes, I do remember that show.
Where he's
in jail and they kind of like play it backwards.
Right. It's a lot of that. It's very interesting. Jake Gyllenhaal is in there. A guy who he was the guy from Molly's Game. This is going to go a little bit deep, but Molly's Game, the guy who kept on borrowing the money and then wound up killing himself because that guy's one of the best actors. He's one of those character actors. He was also the girl's coach for Queen's Gambit. He was the janitor that taught her how to play and stuff and everything. That guy's a great actor. He's in there. Skarsgård, not Skarsgård, the Swedish one, but the other guy who is in Boys Don't Cry.
Not my Skarsgård.
He's in there, but there's like a lot of people in there that are really good actors, and it's very good.
All right.
What is it called? Presumed Innocent?
Presumed Innocent.
All right.
Yeah.
There you go. Don't
It's a good
forget,
twist.
also, the Monkey Show starts Sunday.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
is
it
that
does.
called? Something about apes or something?
Crazy Chimps or what? Yeah, I don't know what
It's
it's
going to
called.
be the next Tiger King. It's people who live
it's
with
the people who did Tiger King.
It's people who live with monkeys.
Yeah.
And this one
Chimp
crazy lady.
Crazy, I
and a
think.
chimp,
Chimp Crazy is what it's called.
Well, that's going to be good. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, Martine will be here. We'll hang out for the last hour. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. Spanish.
Yes, Michael.
What did we find out about the Zero Res with the dryer?
I'm waiting to hear back from Lee, but
my God.
I'm also scheduling them to come in, so that'll be done probably next week.
You have to schedule them to come in because nobody cleans like Zero Res carpet and air duct cleaning. No one can clean like them because only Zero Res cleans with their patented electrolyzed water. They call it ZR water. No soap, no residue, no harsh chemicals. The Zero-Res ZR water technology cleans your surface without the use of detergents or harsh chemicals, which means your carpets stay cleaner longer. Which means there's no residue left over, soft, fluffy carpets. That's what you like, and it's safe for your family. It's safe for your pets, and you can have them come on out there and get your stuff insanely clean like I do. And right now, you can have them come on out and get 3 rooms of carpet clean for only $129. And you mentioned me, Mike Calta, and we're throwing in a free hallway. So you can get 3 rooms of carpet cleaned and a free hallway for $129. All you need to do is give them a call at 813-375-9960. That's 813-375-9960, or book it online at ZeroResTampaBay.com. Get your place insanely clean like I do. Anything that they can get the machine on, they will clean, whether it be your tile, your upholstery, your chairs. We do chairs in my dining room. We do chairs in the living room. And throw rugs, regular rugs, they do it all. ZeroResTampaBay.com. Is Martine here?
Martine is here. I just got confirmation they do clean dryer vents.
How do you know?
Here next. I just got confirmation from Lee.
You're telling me
while
that happened, you found out about it. Say the words, I never actually asked.
I never actually asked.
Is that true?
I asked.
Did you?
Which is why.
When did you ask?
When you started doing the spot.
Today.
Yeah, today I asked.
But I've been asking you for like 3 weeks.
I asked today to get the spot. So,
but I've been asking you to ask for 3 weeks.
All right, is this serious or is this a joke?
Yes.
Because normally when you ask me to ask for Zero-Res, you do normally ask me to ask during your commercial. Then off air, you will tell me, schedule it for this day.
Right, but what I'm saying is that I've been trying to find out if they clean the dryer vents.
I know, but
for like 3 weeks now.
I know, but like I said, normally when you ask stuff like that on the air, I don't know.
Am I the only one? Are you confused by this?
Because he was not asking you to schedule. I mean, he was asking you to schedule, but separately, he asked you find out if they do dryer vents, and you just now asked him if they do dryer vents.
So
yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you should have asked 3 weeks ago whenever you said it a few different times, because I said if he can't find out or if they don't, I have a dryer vent guy.
Right. I apologize. I sometimes when you say stuff on air, I don't know if you really want me to do it, if it's something you're doing for your spot. And
I needed to find out if they clean dryer vents.
I know.
I said find out if they clean dryer vents.
Yeah, during your commercial. That's why I'm saying
Carmen,
normally off air. Normally off air, you will say, "Hey, do this."
I said it on the air.
I know.
Find out if they clean the dryer vents.
Which, and
then before the commercial, I go, "Did you find out?" And you were like, "No, I'm waiting for an answer from Lee." Is what you said. You lied to the whole audience.
Again, on the air,
right or wrong? Did you or did you not lie to the audience?
Yeah. Yes, I did.
No. Be honest. Did you?
Yes, I did.
I said to you, "Did you find out?" You said, "I'm waiting to find out."
Yes, which was true. I was waiting to find out.
But you never asked.
I asked on air when you started doing the commercial.
I asked on air.
Again, you confused the hell out of me, bro. Your communication is trash, dog.
Whoa! My communication is
sorry.
trash.
I mean, it is kind of trash because you always say that, whenever we talk about something off the air, that's real, and I'll say something to you, and then you'll say stuff on the air.
No. Here's the thing. Sometimes I get mad at you on the air, and I'm more mad on the air because we're on the air.
Okay.
Like right now, I want to punch your face in.
Right.
But also, if we were not on the air, I wouldn't want to hit you.
Right.
But right now, if I could reach you, I'd choke your little chicken neck.
I believe you.
I'd look into your eyes, and I'd watch the life leave your eyes, and it would make me happy.
I believe you.
So I have been saying for 3 weeks on this show, find out if they clean dryer vents. Galvin said, if they don't, I have a guy. I almost called Galvin's guy because you did not give me an answer. Then today I said, did you find out if they clean dryer vents? You said, I'm waiting for a response from Lee. So you put it on Lee. You made it sound like Lee has been blowing you off for all these weeks.
No, you assumed that. I just said I asked.
He
and I
assumed that rightfully
response.
so, though.
Yeah.
But just like I assume rightfully so that if he really needed something, he would tell me off the air like every other time we've talked about it off the air.
I do remember the dryer vents being brought up off air.
I don't.
Yes, they 100% were.
Okay. Well, then I apologize.
No, but I'm more mad that you lied today. You said, I'm waiting for a response from Lee, but you never had actually asked Lee.
I did ask Lee before you started doing your commercial because you said you were going to do your zero
not
rise.
True.
You can check the time.
I did not announce to everybody, hey, I'm going to go do my zero res. I started doing the zero res, and I go, hey, did you find out about the dryer vents? And then you text Lee, hey, do you guys clear dryer vents?
No, I did it when you started doing your zero res spot. I texted him, and he hadn't texted me back.
Is trash.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of that. Yeah.
Do you want to admit now that you did take the Cool Whip as well?
I did not take
And the
Cool
half
Whip.
and half?
I did take the half and half.
There's a thief among us.
It's not me.
There's a pattern.
admit it,
I see a pattern, but
God, I hate you, Gio. Some days I
Right?
really, really,
Do you
really
get
hate
it?
you, dude.
Carmen, you should zip it. You're going to get his money when he throws himself off the
Am
bridge
I?
on the way home.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Can you get Martine? Or
Yes, I will. I would
mean,
love to.
did you know that I wanted you to get Martine, or are you going
I
to
mean,
wait?
you know, like,
now?
You want to
You
wait
want-
a little while?
You want to take a break and tell him off air?
Do you want to say you got Martine, but never actually got him?
I could just
then all
go
of a sudden
get
he
him.
walks in, and you're like, "Oh, I got Martine."
Yep. Yeah, I'll just go get him. I'll just
Here's
go
my
get
thing
him.
with you. I don't think you're a liar. You're just an idiot.
I don't understand.
Tell me what
Okay.
you don't understand. I want to explain this.
You know, because
Tell me what you don't understand.
you also
Because listen,
brought
the
this
good
up.
thing, let me just say, the good thing about this show is that there is 6 of us. So a majority can decide what the answer
Well,
is.
that's also trash because everyone just agrees. There's never been anything that has gone my way.
You're saying Galvin
Callers
always
call
agrees
in
with
and
me.
say it.
Galvin refused to do chores today.
Whenever it comes up to me being terrible or trash at my job, yes, Galvin always agrees.
Because
with me.
he's telling you the truth.
That's not true. I have stuck up for you times before. I stick up for Carmen. I've
True.
Listen, it's not all the time.
All right.
But he does
Most of the
when
time you are
it's-
trash, though.
Joe.
So my thing is, Spanish, I completely understand what you're saying, and that's what I said. Like the setting an appointment, doing all that stuff, obviously you're going to talk to him off the air, and you guys figure that out Tuesday, 4:30, whatever. But finding out whether they do the dryer vents is a simple, the first time he asked you, hey, Lee, do you guys do dryer vents?
And how many times have I asked?
I would say at least 3, maybe more.
3 weeks of asking.
I wrote down 7 times.
I'm not
7.
denying. I'm not denying it. All I'm saying is
First of all, slow your tone.
you don't.
I see your tone getting higher.
You are not good.
I will throw this knife at you.
You are not good. You are not good.
Continue that. Where
at
are we going?
communicating what it is you desire when there's
Hold
a
on,
difference.
stop for
No,
a second.
can I finish?
No.
All right.
Did I communicate that I want to know about the dryer vents?
Yes.
Thank you. Case
That
closed.
part seemed pretty cut and dry. That seemed pretty clear. Find that out.
So, like-
then the scheduling thing is a whole nother thing.
Right.
I understand.
I'm not even bringing that up yet.
So when you ask us questions, when you're doing your live spot for Pelts every day before news, do you want us to answer you in the middle of your spot?
Yeah, he says. He said today.
What am I asking
Did you
you?
measure
ask all
your?
kinds of questions.
Did you measure your feet? Do you know what size they are? And I go, I think so.
Yeah.
And he said, but your feet changed. And I go, yeah, I got fat feet. My feet got fat, and then they got skinnier, and then they got fat again.
Right. He's not asking you to do something for him
Right.
that involves Pelts.
But if he did-
But if he did,
Yeah.
he would say it, and then there would be a conversation off the air where he would say, hey, blah, blah, blah. Here
If
this
I
is.
said to him, Galvin, does Pelt sell Reeboks? He would have come back right away with an answer. Yes, they do. No, they don't. Or I'll find out.
When we've scheduled
We're not talking about
appointments,
scheduling.
when we've had appointments with Lifeguard that we've talked about on the air,
Yeah.
don't we always have a conversation off the air following that?
That's
where
an
we
appointment.
decide
That's something that's requiring us
you're
to go
getting
there.
an appointment with Zero Res.
I
and you want me to
just
ask a
wanted to know
question.
if they cleaned goddamn dryer vents.
I have no
That's
idea.
not nothing to do with an appointment or an off the air. You have no idea. That's why I told you 3 goddamn weeks ago to ask them and find out. Today you said, I'm waiting for Lee. And I'm thinking to myself, Lee is irresponsible. We've asked him for 3 weeks to get an answer out of this, and he still hasn't responded. And all of a sudden, he responds today because you asked him finally.
Correct. Yeah, I texted him while you started doing your spot.
Oh, okay. So where are we? Who's? You've made me. You've blown my mind.
My mind is blown too. I don't if you need me to do this because I am confused because you change a lot. You change your mind a lot. That's why I double check
If I
everything
need
with
you
you.
if I ask you a question, say find out the answer to this. I need the answer to that.
Okay.
What more? How you are more? You make things way more difficult than they need to be.
I don't know, man. Maybe that's
Like
the case
today,
because
Cody
there's a lot
Tucker.
of,
Are we calling him or is he calling us? I don't know. Spanish. What do we usually do? We call him. Okay, so why is that changing today?
I don't know. That's why I'm double checking with you because there are times that things change. You
But
change
if
schedules.
if they changed it, I would tell you it changed.
No, you don't.
Oh, you're the worst.
You don't. You literally booked a guest and didn't know what day they were going to come on, and you told us one day, and they were the day before, and they called.
What are you
in.
talking about?
That guitar player that you booked, and you didn't involve me. I don't know if
What
Gio
are you
was involved.
talking about?
There was a guitar player that you booked. I don't know who. I don't know his name. He was a guitar player. They called in on the hotline on like a Thursday, and you thought they were calling in on a Friday.
Does anybody have any idea what he's talking about?
Yes, I do.
Thank
Who
you,
was
Carmen.
it? Well, tell me.
I don't know. It's an old white dude that plays the guitar. He's right.
Yeah,
like I
I
don't
have no
know.
idea.
Like you and Galvin would know who it is because it's like one of the. It's a
Steve
rock.
Vai?
But it was. You were like, why is he calling today? And then you checked your calendar and you were like, oh yeah, that's right.
And you yelled at me first.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so then that was a mistake.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I have to double check things with you, and you get mad at me for double checking, and you call me an idiot.
Cody Tucker, for the last 2 months, has called this show every Thursday. Or we've called him, but every Thursday he's been on the show.
Right.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like,
Well, no,
you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing?
I use the term call the show, meaning like he's been a guest on the show. He's been a guest on the show doing a feature for the last 2 months on Thursday. At no time have we waited for him to call us. We call him every Thursday. Is that right, Carmen?
yes, I
Okay.
called him every
So
day.
but
why today did you just decide to ask me if we were going to call him?
Okay, I don't know. Also, I don't know. I've never talked to Cody, but 2 weeks ago you had me start checking in with him before he comes on Thursday. So I don't know.
Because I realized that our times are fluctuating. 8 o'clock isn't always going to happen because sometimes we run late with news and stuff. So I would say, hey, just check in with him to make sure he's good.
So I'm also checking in with you to make sure nothing has changed because things change.
You're complicated.
I'm not complicating it. Like, here's the thing. If you wanted me to be more confident, stop yelling at me every time something goes
I don't want you to be confident. I don't
either
care
way.
what- confidence comes from within, doesn't come from me. I'm not giving you the
I'm
confidence.
double
Never yells at
checking.
Joe.
I'm double checking because
What'd you say?
Never yells at Joe.
Never yells.
I have to cover my ass.
Joe has never done anything wrong. Joe.
You're right. He has never done anything.
Joe has met my expectations perfectly every week.
Joe is very confident.
Yeah.
Probably too confident.
Yes.
Overconfident.
Maybe.
I don't know what goes on with video, but the other stuff that Joe's responsible for, he is
Does
dead
very
on.
well.
Dead on.
Very confident.
Oh my God. You've rattled me.
Welcome to my world.
Tensions are high.
Because like I said, no matter what I do, something's wrong. So then I double check with you to cover my ass, and even that, I'm an idiot for doing that.
You're creating problems by doing that.
I'm not creating problems.
Are
I'm
we
trying
calling
to.
Cody or is he calling us? You're like dealing with Jan Brady. I'm like, he's calling us like he does. I mean, we're calling him like we do every week.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You've confused me.
really-
No.
I think this is all Shark's fault.
Wait.
It was when you started working with Shark that things got really bad.
That's not true.
Yeah.
Oh,
Things
you're right. It was
got
way
really
before
bad
that.
last year. Yeah.
Shark's
always been bad.
Shark's like, hey
God,
man, hey man, you got to go in there and stand up for yourself.
this isn't standing up for myself.
Can I just tell you, I don't mind that you're standing up for yourself.
I don't think that's
I
what
just
this
don't
is.
agree with you.
Hey man, you should call Mike trash right to his face.
I will say this. This is my takeaway from all. Trash communications, confusing stuff way too much. Should have checked about the dryer vent. That would be my ruling.
Judge?
Approved?
Yeah.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah. Because I get what you're saying. There's a lot of times where whichever way he goes, if he's like, well, I didn't check with Cody. Why wouldn't you check with Cody? Or I checked with Cody and blah, blah, blah. Why are you checking
Here's
with
the
Cody?
way.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so I did the job that you do. So if you had it down and you said to me, is Cody set for today? I go, yes, he's set for 8 o'clock or 8:10 or whatever we're going to call him. That was it. That should be the only answer. Not, should I call him? Is he going to call me? And then the other thing is that if I said to you, do they clean dryer vents at Superheat Air?
Zeros.
Whatever.
Oh, my God.
That's the problem.
If it was Superheat Air, if it was Zero, whatever it is.
Did we ask Superheat in Air? Do we know for sure?
Should we vote?
What I'm saying is if I ask the question, there should be an answer. And if the answer is I don't know, I will find out. Next time I ask, there should be an answer. And I'm saying it took 3 goddamn weeks.
I'm not arguing that point.
You can't.
I'm not.
Right.
What I'm arguing is the point that This show does this weird thing where the things we talk about on air are true, but not really. I don't really know. Like sometimes it's a bit, sometimes it's real life.
Never a bit.
Yeah.
It's sometimes I'm not as mad as you off the air as I am on the air.
Okay.
Like right now, I want to smack your face. But when we go to break, I don't want to hit you.
Well, thank you for not assaulting me.
I'm never going to assault you, but I want to. I want to hurt you.
I don't. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. But by the time we go to break and everything's calmed down, I'll be like, it's no big deal. We'll figure it out.
All right.
Yeah.
I would like to know if Cody does dryer vents.
Are we calling him or is he calling us?
I've given it to every endorsement already. I'm sure Shark Coast Tactical can clean my vents. There's somebody there that can probably do it.
dryer vents?
I'm about to clean the goddamn vents. Yeah.
What is happening?
If Joe would just clean the vents, we wouldn't have any of these problems.
You should feel bad. You dragged Lee's bad name, Lee from Zero, as you dragged his name through the mud for 3 weeks.
I did not drag his name through the mud.
Yes, you did.
Today was the first time it got brought up.
3 weeks I've asked you, and you're like, I'm waiting for his phone.
Today's the first time I mentioned Lee.
Right, but you're always like, I'm trying to find out.
Yeah,
that's because Lee wouldn't respond to you.
Because we're on it. Yeah, yes. I'm sorry, Michael.
Because we're on air.
You're right.
That doesn't make any sense. What were you gonna say?
My opinion of Lee has been altered.
He seems like he's dragging ass.
Yeah.
We can't get an answer out of him.
I thought that until
Takes
today.
a guy 3 weeks to answer a question until we found out that wasn't true. The one time that Spanish actually answered me, answered immediately.
Mm-hmm.
You should apologize to Lee.
I will
not a bad
apologize
guy.
to Lee. Lee's never been a bad guy.
No.
Well, you had us thinking he was a real slacker.
I did not.
You
But,
said
yeah,
Lee,
you're right, I'm sorry.
Lee hasn't gotten back to me in 3 weeks, is what you said.
I did not say that, but I'm sorry.
Lee the procrastinator is what I thought he was.
You're right.
Let this not be a reflection of Superheat and Air or Zero Res or Cody Tucker.
Okay.
This is
fair.
just
Or Pelt Shoes.
This is just a reflection of Spanish.
Oh, wait a
That's
minute.
fair. That's fair.
All will take care of your dryer vents.
If
What is happening?
Pelt Shoes can clean my driver vents, I'd be sure. So really, what we've established today is that Lee and Zero Res, they do clean the dryer vents.
They do clean dryer vents, and they can come on Monday. Would you like to plan scheduling now or do it off the air?
Well,
because if you tell me something now and I schedule it, I would like that. To be the official.
If you could schedule it for Monday, sometime like right after or during the end of the show, that would be fantastic.
Done.
Are they going to call us or are
Spanish.
you going to call them?
So I gave that show another try that talked about Tom Cruise, and now they're just scheduling
Yelling at
this
each other.
guy's chores.
Well, today's been all about chores. Today's been all about if Galvin would be involved, we could have him
Don't
clean the
bring
dryer
that
vents.
back up, please.
Galvin can clean the dryer
never
vents.
happen.
God damn it.
When Lee is here, will you let him show you how to do it so you can do it in the
I may
future?
kick his ladder.
I don't think he needs a ladder to get to the dryer.
Who knew this would be so polarizing?
Guy, he's not just cleaning the dryer. Like, he's not going in there and pulling the lint out. You got to go all the way through where it goes
Yeah,
out.
you have to go outside to where it goes out.
A lot of them go up.
How dare you?
Yeah, a lot of them go up. You don't
Wow,
know.
you
couldn't
don't
clean the
know.
dryer
That's why
vent.
you don't clean it.
I don't know. I've been asking for 3 weeks. I don't know.
It usually goes out the side of the house, but some go up as well.
Now I need to know if does he need a ladder?
I'm getting a text from Martine Gramatica. Lifeguard imaging does clean out dryer vents.
Goddamn right he does.
I would like
Damn
to
it.
clean my dryer vent.
Oh, yeah. They're already in there.
What a son of a bitch you are, Spanish.
Yeah.
What a son of a bitch.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah.
Would you say he do or he don't more?
Do.
Oh.
Really?
Do.
Oh.
That's because I said Carmen was getting your money, not Gio.
Yeah. You can have it.
Spanish, you can keep it.
Interesting. All right, well, I do have to take a break now, right? Because Martine's here and we got to take a break.
Do we?
Who are you asking?
Yeah, who? I don't know.
Call Cody.
The person.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's your show. You can. You don't have to. We can double. We don't have. Like, if we take a break
Please,
now.
no break. Let's get Martine. Let's get this over with.
Okay.
Let's get the show over with today.
Okay, so double after, Martine.
I mean, no, it's Spanish. Honey's wrong, right?
Yeah, kind of.
The vent.
Dryer vent.
Yeah.
Wait, Martine, give it a second. We're just whispering about Spanish. It's okay. We're live on the air, but it's.
I can hear you.
I'm just.
Whoa.
Why does that sound so terrible?
Yes, I have headphones on.
Stop it. Thank you.
That sounds
Oh.
awful.
Yeah, it always does.
Yeah.
How's that?
Not
talk,
that
Martine?
bad.
Good morning.
I made a little louder.
I don't want to pile on, but I
Yeah.
kind of overheard some stuff.
Yeah.
But You know, I had to text your executive producer multiple times. I had to threaten him to see what time I had to come in.
Wow.
I don't know who that is, though.
Who were you texting?
Who's your executive producer?
I don't even know these days.
Oh.
That is a good question.
I don't want to throw him under the bus. You know, in sports, we're taught not to throw anybody under the bus.
Well,
Since this
you're on a
isn't
team.
sports.
You're on a team.
Right, this isn't sports,
Right,
so
right,
it's okay.
right. What are you saying? You were texting who?
Well, I just had to find out, somebody that you guys were kind of going after.
Right, Spanish. You were texting Spanish, and you were saying what time to come in.
I need to know what time. I don't know, the gate guys, it's like Fort Knox now.
Yes.
It's
Gate,
a little different.
By the way, gate guys.
Yeah.
You sound a little bit like you said the gay guys.
Yeah.
Gate. Front gate. So it takes a little longer to get through the gate, so I had to make sure what time.
Right.
And it took multiple text messages. I had to threaten him.
What happened there?
He texted me once at 8:16 during the show. I thought I responded. I didn't. Then he texted me again at like 4 or 5, telling me to do my job and to get him the time.
Can you also see if he cleans dryer vents? Why did it take so long for you to respond to Martine?
I told you. I thought I texted him back during the show.
What do you mean? You just forgot about it?
No, I thought I texted him back. So
right.
when
That's what I'm saying. You just imagined that you did?
Would you write something and you didn't hit send?
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
What is that noise?
That's that all crackling.
Crack.
It's Joe. He messing with the wires.
No, that's definitely not me.
That's Joe.
Oh, boy.
I'm
This show is falling apart, Spanish. It's falling apart. I mean, when the guest is coming here, we're talking about a Super Bowl champion coming in here and complaining that he can't get a text from you, and you're like, and your biggest excuse was, I thought I texted him.
It's not an excuse. That's what happened. I mean, I know I'm terrible. I'm the worst. I got it.
See, it's not fun whenever you say that.
Yeah.
I got it, bro. Like,
Start to feel bad.
man. Yeah.
I
feel like we're all gonna have to go on sad weirdos.
I don't think you feel bad that you brought it up at all.
I just want to help your show get better.
Yeah. That I don't know. I don't know if we can use that mic, Martine. That thing is just terrible.
He is one of these ones.
Yeah, take Gio's mic. He doesn't talk anyway. There you go. There you go. No, you can stay there. You can stay there. Just grab it. It's easier that way. Just say something to it. Let me make sure it's working there. Hold on. Jesus, you think Spanish would have? You think Spanish would have had this all taken care of, right? Oh my God.
I blame the dryer vent. Probably muffling the signal.
Probably.
Muffle door.
Yep.
Muffle door. Oh. Spanish, I'm sorry today's been. I mean, I was about to be like, it's not that big of a deal, but then when Martine said that bugged me a little bit.
Can I tell
I'm just
you?
kidding. I love Spanish. I just got to mess with him a little bit.
Happy relaxation day.
Oh, all right.
yeah. Thank you.
What's wrong with Spanish? You look upset.
No, I'm not upset. I just no, I'm not upset. This is a Thursday.
In this part of the movie is where Spanish leaves the show and goes, and he's like, finally get to relax on my hammock, and then you see somebody come up with hedge clippers and just cut the
$100.
$100.
If you see Spanish in his hammock and you cut it down in video, I'll give you $100.
Yes.
I'm gonna make it $200.
Oh,
why not?
I'm up in the air.
Why not?
Will you be out today?
Yeah, probably.
Not a yellow hammock.
It's not a yellow
Not
hammock.
a yellow
It's not a yellow hammock.
Gotta wind down.
Can you test his stress and anxiety levels today at Lifeguard?
We'll see. Because I mean, if his heart rate's up, then we won't be able to get a good reading. So we'll know for sure.
Oh
exactly.
my God.
So come on, Mike. I mean, Spanish. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Spanish. I feel like you do need to go. I feel like your insides, or maybe I feel like you just need to be straightened out. Like you're all like a bundle of nerves. You need to be straightened out.
I wonder why.
I don't know why.
A bundle of nerves.
It seems to me you could do things that like look at me. Look, I'm jovial during the anger. Like
It's
I'm
not
not
the
like
anger that bothers me.
What is it that bothers you?
The fact that no matter
Your
what
ineptitude?
I do, that you call me dumb and stupid no matter what I do.
I don't think I ever call you dumb.
You call me dumb all the time. You call me
Stupid,
stupid.
maybe, but not
Yeah,
dumb.
so like it's just, no matter what I do, it's always my fault. I'm dumb. I try to double check to cover my ass. That's dumb. Why am I doing that?
Yeah, don't do that. That just confuses things.
Okay, then I won't do that. Then when something goes wrong, then
I'm
it's
sorry if
my
I
fault.
called you dumb.
It's all right. It's
No, but now I feel like you're not taking my apology
because
sincerely.
you're gonna do it again.
Probably,
so yeah.
I mean,
so
probably,
don't worry about
probably
it. It is
on
what it
today's
is.
show before the show is over.
It's
I'll
all
be
right.
there.
Like I said, it's not. I don't blame you. I don't think
You agree with me? You're pretty dumb.
I don't agree with you that I'm pretty dumb. No,
Okay.
I don't.
All right.
I don't agree with that.
All right. Martine Gramatica is here. He's not dumb. In fact, the guy has got not one but two great careers now. He's went from being a professional Tampa Bay football player, among other teams, to working over at Lifeguard Imaging. And he comes in here every Thursday with us because pretty soon we're going to start to do football picks.
I mean, if you see my football picks, then people think I'm dumb.
Some people think you're dumb. Yeah, none of us are really been great at that. And you got you and Ian Beckles are picking, and 2 former players, 2 bad pickers.
Is he as bad as I am?
I keep saying he is, and he keeps arguing with me, but I don't really know.
Ian won last year.
Oh.
Or Ian came in second.
Thank
Excuse me. He was like in the lead the whole time. Though.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Not how you start, it's how you finish. I was down at the bottom for the longest time.
Yeah.
And made up at the end. So
right. So now, I mean, we're going to talk about this week and next week and all too. But what do we decide on the on what we're doing for football picks?
I don't know. We put out ideas. We got to figure something out.
You know, Carmen had that idea. We take a flight somewhere. There's an airline that you get on the plane and you don't know where it's going.
Oh no!
I just saw that on social media. I thought that might be a good. But no. This side you have no clue.
Yeah.
You get on the plane.
Yeah, but what if he said in Spanish and he doesn't come back? You know what I'm saying? He's lost.
Maybe it's
and he decides to
motivation
stay
for him
there.
not to lose.
I don't know. But we do, by next week, we need to come up with something solid for sure. Because we're going to go on for these next couple of weeks and not know what to do. And I have a goddamn tattoo on my arm that says that we need to come up with something for.
You're saying it like that's a bad thing.
It's not a bad
I
thing.
think it looks good.
It's right next to my grinder tattoo, so it's where it belongs.
Right.
Thanks.
Yeah. I mean, I'm all for doing another tattoo thing. I don't know who's in or out. I mean, you not having one has always been a part of the problem.
Scary part.
Yeah. But I feel like we could do something there.
I'm down for tattoo. I'm down for monetary value. I'm down for whatever we want to do.
I prefer the monetary value.
You do?
Shaving heads.
Personally,
I'm in for money too. I always like a little money thing, but I know Carmen's gonna be like, I don't have enough money to play the money game.
Because we already do money for Death Pool and Christmas, and it's just like money in the matter of like 2 months.
Yeah.
So I would prefer no. Yeah, I'd prefer no money.
is Frankie's idea out of the question? The prostate exam. I mean, I'm not excited about it. But
We should all have to do it anyway, though. That's the whole case. But you're right. All right. So what if the loser has to go first? For sure. No, I don't want to make it like it's a negative thing. You know what I mean? I mean, we should all be doing it.
True.
Yeah.
It's much
Galvin
more
had
fun for the doctor's office.
Galvin had the idea you have to go get long nails, keep them on for a week, and then also like the bikini wax.
Oh, I don't really want to.
That's not a punishment for you, Carmen.
Yeah.
Well, so we could think of some guy thing that I have to do.
should
Like
do
I
like
could.
Carmen has to wear a beard for an entire week.
Or you should make her grow out, or no, she can't get waxed. She's got to grow it out for till like June.
No, that's way longer.
How often do you wax that area?
When I used to wax, I don't wax anymore.
Or whatever you do to it.
I shave.
Yeah.
But when you wax, it's usually you go a month.
So, but I mean, how often are you shaving it down? Like, you just keeping the shape?
One for now, because now I shave because it's just cheaper. Waxing is so expensive.
Yeah.
I just shave twice a week.
Oh,
Depends.
man. That seems woolly.
You can't shave every day.
I know, but if you don't shave it once a week, you're going to look like the Lorax.
No, it's not that bad.
All right. So then, all right. So you don't grow in that fast.
I mean, I don't. It's not like starting to curl after a week.
Even if we made you do it where you don't shave it, we wouldn't be able to see it anyway.
Right.
Unless you took a picture of it growing out the sides.
No.
Yeah. Spanish, you all right?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
You look like your stress levels are at an all-time high.
No, I'm good.
Right.
My stress levels are not high right now. They
At
were
no
earlier.
time did anybody say you're going to get fired because of this or you're going to lose your job.
Right.
It's much better to have you here and be terrible at your job and yell at you about it than to not have you here at all.
Thank you.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
that. I love you.
Thank you. Martine, how you been?
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
I'm a little stressed out now that I think I upset Spanish.
I got to tell
you. He's nice to me all the
Well,
time.
you did pile on top of, but I mean, it had to be done.
It's all right, Mark.
It had to be done.
Yeah. Sorry, Spanish.
It's all right. I love you, dude.
I mean, he forgot to call you back. He thought he texted you back.
I didn't know if I should show up at 6 or 10.
Right.
That's
right.
where I was kind of confused.
10 would have been probably perfect. He thought he texted you. That's the
Right.
worst part.
I use that excuse when I forget to text somebody.
Yes.
I've done that before.
And nothing is more frustrating when you try to call him and he doesn't answer the phone. That makes me want to poke my eyes out. Stick it right in there.
Don't poke your eyes out.
Then I
I'm
text
sorry.
you because I knew if I called you, you weren't going to answer. So I text you, and that took an hour for you to text me back.
It was a half hour, but you're right.
In my time. it's an
I
hour.
agree.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm sorry.
There's no, if we don't have that communication right there, and then you say I'm a terrible communicator.
Well, just with specific things, but yes. I'm sorry.
Interesting. Anyway, how are things going with you?
Doing good. Busy now. All my kids' sports started literally on Monday. So
Right.
we're going crazy now, but it's fun.
I'm back in the same boat. My daughter's now on top of volleyball is playing softball.
Oh, nice.
And dance. All these things. I'm like, pick one. Decide whether or not, decide what team you're on already, and let's just do it.
Are these all school sports or like after school as well?
They're after school as well.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah, you're
so
busy.
it's been pretty.
Which one do you like the best? Which one's the indoors? There's
Volleyball.
right? You like that one?
Volleyball indoor. It was almost as good as when Joey played hockey. Hockey was indoor and freezing cold. It was exactly the way I wanted to be. I said, I'll watch you play 5 hockey games a day if that's what you want. It was perfect, man. And they had a snack bar, which made it even better. So, yeah. And then, but what about work wise? You have to start doing. You do the preseason now too.
Yes. So we started doing the last week's games.
What a pain in the ass is that? Because you have to know about all these players that you don't really know about.
I really don't. I let Carlos do that.
Yeah.
He does all the homework. But we'll talk about the guys that you think are going to make the team. And,
Yeah.
not that you don't want to disrespect the other ones, but it's like,
Why
there's so many players.
Yeah.
But it's nice to see the young players come out and play.
And then what do we have? Two games left before the regular season?
Right. So we do Jacksonville Saturday. I think it's 7:30, and then Miami.
And you'll go there, or you'll do that from here?
No, we do all three from a studio of the preseason because we're also on TV.
Yeah.
But once the regular season starts, then we do it from the stadium.
You're on TV for like in between the quarters.
Well, just pregame.
Okay.
And postgame, depending on the time.
Gotcha.
If the game runs long, then we don't do a postgame. But it airs on TV, so we have to do it from a studio. They can't get the cameras at the stadiums.
Gotcha. Okay. So that is airing for the Spanish language. That's Martin that does it. What's the guy's name you do it with? I can't remember. Carlos.
And then Santiago does the sideline. So
Yeah.
Yes.
The whole family's tied in there.
Listen,
Huh?
man, I take care of Santiago.
I was say they're running out of Spanish-speaking people in Tampa.
Package deal.
Yeah, you get one Gramatica, you get all the
That's
Gramatica.
right.
And what does Bill do?
He does something else. I'm not even sure what he does.
We don't ever bring him on the field.
Yeah, no, he doesn't have a field pass. I don't know.
Yeah, that's funny. Okay, and then and you don't travel, so like during the regular season, you do the same thing from the studio.
Right.
That doesn't seem like it's as much fun.
Well, for me, it makes it easier because of my daughter's soccer, and I coach.
I know, but don't you want to go to New Orleans and stuff, like the cool cities?
That's the one that we actually am going. I travel
really?
twice a year, usually with a partners trip and the Sweet Holders.
Right.
This year, the Sweet Holders is in New Orleans, so we are doing that. And then I'm the only one at the stadium, so then Santiago and Carlos do it from the studio. So
Okay.
'cause I go with the Bucks, not with the radio.
Gee, are we going to that? We should do that. We should go to the New Orleans game. I would be down
That'd be
with
a lot
that.
of fun. That one's fun.
You might have to get us tickets for that game.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let me know.
No, for real though. I mean, that would be a fun time to be rolling through New Orleans. I did go when I worked for CBS and they had the rights to the game. I did go on the Sweet Holders trip to New Orleans.
Let me know. Let me know how many tickets you need. I mean, you did take care of me with the Argentina game, so I got it.
Okay, good. I got a favor to call in there. Tell me about lifeguard imaging. How are things going over there?
It's going really good. The one thing I want to make sure I mention today is we're booked usually about a month and a half out.
Oh, okay.
But what we're doing is opening some spots for any of your listeners, but you got to call right away because that way we can fill those up right away.
Because they do fill in, and every time we talk to Martine and we bring it up on the show, people are reminded they have to go, and they do fill up pretty quick.
Yes. So now that we know that I'm coming on every Thursday, we're going to have some openings. So when they do call, they can get in before that month and a half. So trying to get your listeners in. There's so many of your listeners that I hear all the time. You found this, you found that. Thank you. Or obviously, I wouldn't have come in if I didn't hear on Mike's show. So we want to make sure we take care of your listeners.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, listen, let's be honest. If our listeners are anything like us, they're fat and old. And this is about the time where you need to start getting in and get serious and get these things checked. It's been good for me. And I've heard several stories from our listeners about people that have found things and have gone in and have had bypasses and double bypasses. And those things don't end up good. If you don't find out that you need a double bypass, you find out, like you say in the commercial, by death. That usually is how it happens.
For example, yesterday we had a patient that had a really high calcium score.
Right.
But they also saw a shadow in the lung and in the kidney. So we haven't, obviously the reports hasn't come back yet, but there's a possibility because a lot of times I hear from the patient, well, I'm just going to check my heart and then I'll see what everything else looks like.
Right.
Well, the heart and cancer is totally different.
Yeah.
But in this case, this person may have had 3 things going on that
didn't even
dangerous.
know, yeah.
No clue whatsoever. And that's and that's what we encourage the people to come in when they feel well, because if they come in feeling good,
it's early enough.
Right. If we detect something, it's going to be early enough. The first symptom of heart disease, usually heart attack, and then obviously with cancer, usually late stage.
The absolute worst thing about heart disease is that you got a guy like Galvin who runs all the time and does all this. If he has some sort of heart issue, he's not even going to feel it, know it. And because he's as healthy as he is and thinks he's in great shape, and then all of a sudden has a heart attack because didn't know he had a 90% blockage somewhere. You don't usually feel that stuff, and you don't usually know it. It's the silent killer.
Right. And with heart disease, you can Thank you, Carmen. No, with heart disease, if we captured early the calcium, there's treatment.
Yeah.
Medicine, stents to try to avoid that open heart surgery and obviously death. But
if you have a big blockage, you can go get a stent and live plenty of years with the stent in. Yeah.
Absolutely.